Here we go now. One, two, three, four, five, 6, 7, 8, 9. You know the clock out here is pink. Happy Thursday night, everyone. Welcome into Shop Social TV. I am your host, Lou Caputo. I'm going to be here with you for the next 2 hours from 8 to 10 o'clock here Eastern Time. That's right. We are a TV shopping channel where you can do it from the comfort of your home. We're going to see a lot of different types of products. Actually, this first hour is just a mishmash of all kinds of different things that we're going to have for you this evening. And then the second hour of our show is going to be storage and organization, which I know a lot of people out there are big fans of, and we like to give you the tools to get all that done. Now, if you've never seen us here at Shop Social TV before, let me just tell you a few things about us. First of all, when you see our item graphics come up, you're not going to see a phone number. We don't use operators, okay? We rely on you to go to the website, and you'll see that pop up in a few minutes, or we have a QR code that goes to every single item you're going to see. It's unique to that item, and it will take you to a page on our website where you can make your purchase right then and there, okay? So really, really easy to do. And we'll show you a video throughout the show that explains how to do it. But suffice to say, all you do is take out your cell phone, open the camera, point it, and it will open up a link, okay? It's that simple to do. We have here at Shop Social TV all free shipping tonight, okay? So everything you're going to see is going to have free shipping, which means no added cost. The cost is the cost that you see, okay? Very, very simply put there. And we have a 30-day money-back guarantee, and we take all major credit cards, okay? So it's worry-free buying here at Shop Social TV. All right, but let's get into our first item this evening. This is one that we saw for the first time a couple nights ago, and this particular item took off like crazy. It has so many cool features on it, and the price point on this is remarkable. I'm talking about these Polaroid glasses that are sitting in front of me right here, okay? These are remarkable. Now, the price on these is $50, but that's for a 2-pack. So you're going to get a set of 2 of these when you buy them. You're going to get 2 sunglasses, and then you're going to get 2 hard cases and 2 cleaning cloths as well. Now, the reason we've got all 4 of these out here is quite simple, and the reason is that you get a choice. When you go to the website, you're going to see you can either choose to get tortoiseshell and black as your 2-pack, or you can do black and black as your 2-pack. So tortoiseshell and black, or you can go black and black. But either way, you're going to receive 2 of these for the $50. Now, there are some neat features on these, and one of them I'm going to show you right off the bat. This is one that was kind of unexpected for me. Now, by the way, this is one of the sports theme shirts that we introduced the other night out here. They come for all your major sports: softball, football, baseball, basketball, soccer. We got them all, okay? And they all have a unique design on them, but I want to show you something. See the sunglasses that are on there? Watch this. How many pairs of sunglasses could you actually take them and invert them and have them actually stay on the shirt like this? Now, You might be wondering, what sort of sorcery is this, Lou? Well, no sorcery, okay? They're magnets built into the arms on these glasses just for that explicit purpose. So you can take a pair of these glasses, as I'm going to do here. By the way, this is Melvin, everyone, Melvin. So I'm going to take these glasses and watch this. I can take them and put them up my sleeve like this, and then just close it, and the magnets on this grab and actually hold it in place. Look at that. How cool is that? So I don't have to worry about these sliding off. I can put them with confidence on my shirt if I'm boating, golfing, fishing, doing anything like that. And then to get them off, I just open it and I pull it off like that. It's literally that simple to do. Now, let me show you how great these look. And let me tell you about some of the features on these, because they're not just good looking sunglasses. I'm going to put this black pair on right here. Now, these for $25 a piece come with amazing features that you would not expect to see in a pair of sunglasses like these. Like what? Well, for one thing, they're polarized glasses, which means they're going to get rid of the debilitating glare that blinds you when you're out driving, skiing, fishing, you know, anytime you're out there and you get that light hitting you in the eyes. It's going to eliminate that glare. That's number one. Number two, these will eliminate UVA and UVB radiation from the sun. That's UVA and UVB light, okay? Those are the things that cause wrinkles around your eyes. They can cause, macular degeneration, all kinds of things. Now, these are not a medical device, okay? But they will eliminate that radiation that does cause those effects. So it's going to help to eliminate all that. Take a look at this video right here, and you're going to see the difference. Now, that's just a regular pair of dark glasses. And notice everything just sort of disappeared. But the minute that you put the polarized glasses on, you're going to start to see that colors look better. You're going to see better clarity. You're going to see more contrast. And we're going to cut the glare. It does all of those things for you very, very simply. Now, the UV protection on these are what we call UV 400, which basically means they're at the highest rating for UV prevention, okay? And notice right there, that's all the things I was talking about, the cataracts, the macular degeneration, UVA, UVB on these, of course. But what you're going to notice mostly when you put these on is how good everything looks, how much brighter colors look, how much more contrast this is, so it's easier to pick out details when you're looking at signs, when you're looking, at traffic lights. And by the way, you saw the magnets right there? That's what that is. They're hooking them on to their bags and to their golf bags and to all these different things and just using those magnets to do it. It's really a great way to secure them, to make sure they're not going to go anywhere, because I can't tell you how many pairs of sunglasses that I personally have lost over the years. So really, I think the choice for you is very, very simple. Do I want two of black, or do I want a tortoiseshell and a black? And let me put the tortoiseshell on real quick. Here, Melvin, I'll put those back on him. Now, these are the tortoiseshell. I think these are very cool. By the way, totally unisex. Anybody can wear these. But I want you just to get a good look at that tortoiseshell here. What's neat about these is because they're plastic on the outside here. It's a polycarbonate. I can actually, when I look through them, the light is illuminating the tortoiseshell on the sides of this, which I just think is so cool. The other thing, notice is the design on these. It's not like a really severe wraparound, but it's not like a pair of flat sunglasses. The problem with the flat sunglasses is it still lets light in from the side. So if you are getting hit by glare, that light's going to get in the side there. The other thing I'm doing is I'm protecting the sides of my eyes, the skin down here, okay? Because that's where people get what they call laugh lines. I don't think there's anything funny about them, but that's where people get their laugh lines right here, okay? And that's going to protect against that as well. Now, let's talk about glare for a second, okay? Because everybody out there has had that experience where you're driving down the road and a car comes by with a windshield at a certain angle, the light hits it, it hits you right in the eyes, and you can't see a darn thing anymore, okay? Can't see the traffic lights, can't see the stop signs, can't see the other cars coming at you. You're panicking at this point. You don't know what's going on. You could put down your sun visor, but that's not going to block the glare. It does absolutely nothing for that. And if you put on just a dark pair of sunglasses, it makes things dark, but it doesn't get rid of the glare, okay? Glare is caused by light hitting a surface and reflecting at your eye at an angle of 57 degrees. It's called Brewster's angle. It happens often enough that it does cause that glare, and it's something that you're gonna notice driving down the road. But I wanna show you a really cool example of how these work, okay? So you see the TV monitor behind me here with our logo on it, all right? Now watch what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna come back here, and I'm gonna put these glasses right there so you could see through them, okay? Now, you can read the logo. You can see Shop Social very easily on there, okay? But watch this. If I take this and turn it sideways, where'd it go? The whole thing is gone. Take it back up again. Now you can see everything through there. Put it down though, and it blocks that light. Now what's going on there? Why in the world is it making that turn black? It has to do with that Brewster's angle I was talking about. It has to do with the glare. See, Glasses that they say are polarized really should be called anti-polarized glasses, because what they're doing is they're removing the polarization that's coming off of things. And polarized light is just at that angle. So if it just removes that, all the other light comes through. And that's why you can see colors, you can see details, you can see contrast, you can see all that, okay? Watch this video again and notice the people's expressions from that sun hitting. That's debilitating glare right there. That's exactly what that is. When you're driving down the road, you're getting hit in the eyes with that and you can't see anything. And this guy's even wearing sunglasses, but they're just dark sunglasses. They don't do anything for the UV light. They don't do anything for the polarization. These do. And you're going to be amazed at how good things look. Like, go to the beach with these on, and the sky is going to be bluer. You know, the water is going to be bluer or greener, depending on where you are, okay? The grass is going to be greener. All these things are going to look better. And here's the 4 C's that these do. They cut the glare, they give you enhanced clarity, enhanced color, and more contrast. This is what I was talking about, Brewster's angle. Notice that when it hits that glass at 57 degrees, it causes that glare. That's what's going to cause that debilitating glare that's going to make you feel like you can't see a thing when you're driving down the road. Now, let's talk about the price on these sunglasses. For $24 per pair, so you're talking about, you know, the total on this is $50, so it's $25 a pair, okay? These particular glasses, to get all those features in them, it's funny because I have a pair of glasses I bought that were up around $100 that had all these features in them, and I scratched one of the lenses on them, okay? So I went to replace the lens on the glasses, and just that lens cost me $45, just for a lens, okay? So, you know, you're getting 2 pairs of glasses for the cost of a lens from an expensive pair, plus you're getting 2 hard cases, plus you're getting 2 of those cloths to clean those glasses off, okay? So there's a lot of features, a lot of value to this. And then the other thing too that, you know, I don't want to forget about it, is that magnet. I'm going to show you this up close right here, just so you can see this magnet. The interesting thing about the magnet, it blends right into the side of these really, really well. There's that magnet right there. You see that? And it's also on the inside. You see it back here. So it's on both sides of the arm. And that's why when I fold this, you can hear it. Hear that? That actually just grabbed that. Watch this. See the way it just pulls it down? That's what's going on there, is that magnet. As it gets closer, watch this. I'm going to do this again. Bring it down, and it just jumps into place. I love that. And it's secure. When this is locked, it is locked. And then when you open it up, you know, it's not terribly hard, but you got to actually do it. It's actually got to be an intention of yours that you want it to open. Otherwise, you can see the way this just pops. If that's even a little bit apart, it just pops closed again. All right. Now, also think about this. If you're going to the golf course, if you play tennis, if you're one of these people, you go to the beach and maybe you go into a restaurant, right? And you've got a bag with you. By the way, also from the Sports Seams collection that we sell. All right. Watch this. I'm going to put this on here. And as soon as I do, it's going to lock onto that just like that. Now, that's locked into place, so much so that I could actually take this, turn it upside down, and that's not going to go anywhere, okay? So that's a great feature, because I don't know about you, but I have lost more pairs of sunglasses either leaving them someplace or forgetting that I had them on me, and then I bend over and they just fall down on the ground and they get scratched. That's actually how I scratched the lenses on the other ones that I had to replace the lens for, I was telling you about earlier, was just bending over, and it just fell off my shirt, you know, and that's going to happen. With these, I don't want to get my microphone on it. There we go. Boom. Look at that. That locked into place right on my shirt now. So I could do anything I want. I could do the limbo. I could do whatever I want. That's not going to come off of my shirt, okay? But remember the value you're getting here. You're getting 2 glasses, and it's your choice. When you go to the website, and by the way, I mentioned this early at the beginning of the program. If you look down there at the bottom of the screen, that's where the URL is. That's our web address right there, shopsstv.com, shopsstv.com. That's where you're going to go to buy something. Or use this guy right here, okay? That's the QR code. That's the scan it and buy it, okay? Because if you take out your cell phone, open the camera, just point it at your screen, it'll read that and it'll automatically give you a URL, a web address. Just click on it. It'll take you right to the website, and that's where you can make your choices. And your choices are this. You're gonna get 2 of these, 2 in a pair, right? So you're gonna get, you have a choice between either 1 tortoiseshell and 1 black, or you can get 2 black. So either 1 tortoiseshell and 1 black, or 2 black. But regardless of which one you choose, you're going to be receiving with this the case that you see right here, the hard cases, and you're going to receive the zipper. And by the way, these cases are really nice. First of all, they're very, very durable. And the other thing is, They're custom made to fit these glasses, okay? So this isn't like some random, like some of the sunglass people out there, they'll just give you a case and you could throw any pair of sunglasses in there. These are actually custom made to hold these glasses. So when this is in here, it's not shaking, it's not rattling around, they're not gonna go anywhere. I like the fact that they give you the cleaning cloths with these, because I can't tell you how often I have lost my cleaning cloths when I've gone out and done things. In fact, I'm going to use the cleaning cloth that came with these right now, just to real quick do my glasses here, so I can read your comments. And by the way, folks, part of the reason we call ourselves Shop Social TV is we are simulcasting this show right now on Facebook and YouTube, okay? So what I'm going to encourage you to do is go to the website as well, but also go to Facebook, go to YouTube, and take a look at the comments in there and make a comment. Ask a question. If you ask a question, I'll do my best to absolutely answer that for you right here. You can talk to each other. We want you to shop with friends. We want you guys to hang out together and, you know, develop a community here on Shop Social TV, okay? So just a few more seconds on this one. When we're done, we're done. It's on the website, so you can go there at any time. In fact, if you wanted to, you could watch the show tonight and just keep adding things to your shopping cart. When you get to the end of the program, just check out and take everything, okay? That's what I'm going to tell you to do right now. Remember, free shipping on everything here at Shop Social TV. The price is the price as you see it right there. So you don't have to worry that we're going to be adding, you know, shipping onto that or anything. That's not going to happen. 30-day money-back guarantee. We take all major credit cards. So absolutely risk-free shopping with us here at Shop Social TV. We're here every Tuesday and Thursday night from 8 to 10 p.m. And we've been doing this for several weeks now. And you'll notice if you've been going to our website every now and again, there's new products popping in week after week after week. Okay, so we're going to move on right now to our next item, and we got something different coming up here right now because we don't sell a lot of beauty products here, but we've got something amazing from a company called Silken that I am really excited to introduce to you. All right, this particular product, ladies, is going to help you get those smooth feet you want without having to pay for a pedicure. All right, which is a lovely thing, and I'm not an expert on this by any stretch of the imagination. In fact, I don't think I've ever had a pedicure. However, I do have an expert with me here, the lovely and talented, what's your name? I'm just kidding. Angie Lee is out here with me. Here she is, ladies and gentlemen. How are you?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Fantastic. It's wonderful you to be here. I'm so thrilled that you brought us something new again, because last week we had the face masks. This week you've got this. I mean, tell us what this is.
Well, you know what? It's all about that personal self-care, being able to do it at home, which makes it so easy. I love the fact that you've never had a pedicure. So are you going to give yourself a pedicure today?
Oh, my God.
This is the most
Nobody
amazing.
wants to see my hooves.
Oh, you know what? Listen, here's the thing about this. Guys love this too. And that's really, really one of the reasons why I wanted to bring this to Shop Social, because it's not just for women. It's for men as well. And a lot of guys are just like you. Like, they don't want to go out and get pedicures done.
Sure.
You're not gonna find my husband sitting in a chair at the nail salon. You're just not, right?
I can't see it.
Us ladies, we want you guys to have some smooth, sexy, soft feet. So we are going to work on the feet, we're going to work on the hands, but we're going to do something really extraordinary. We are going to use a vacuum technology. So there is going to be no mess. Ladies, no more sitting over the edge of the bathtub to do your feet because you're worried about all that dead, dry skin falling everywhere.
Right.
This device, brought to you by the #1 global leader in home aesthetic devices, is actually going to do all the work for you. Not only is it going to remove all of the dead skin, built up calluses, even the thickest of calluses, okay? It's going to rotate at over 1,500 rotations per minute.
I gotta see this.
So it's gonna do better than your own hands could ever do. And then it's gonna use this vacuum technology, and it's going to suck all of that dead, dry particle into the chamber. And when you're finished, you can just simply empty it out and use it over and over and over again. Bonus.
Yes?
No batteries required.
Oh,
it's rechargeable. Yes, and you're not tethered to the wall. So you're going to love this.
This feels good in the hand. I'm going to tell you something. Yeah, I mean, you could tell it's substantial. It's well made. Let's show everybody how it works.
Yeah, so very simple and easy. When you get it home, I always suggest give it a full charge.
Absolutely.
Right? Just like you would a new cell phone.
Yep.
Give it a full charge, and then it's going to come with one of the sanding discs on here, but please know that you get 3. So you are in control.
Yep.
You get a very fine grit.
1, 2, 3.
Yep. And then you're going to get your kind of everyday, like, medium grit.
Okay.
And then you're going to get the heavy duty, which from the sounds of it may be what you need.
Probably.
You said it, not me, right?
Probably.
No, but this is what's really great because you get to design this for your needs. That's really important. Ladies, you know when we go for those appointments, they're using like those cheese graters on our feet.
Yep.
Not everybody has the same buildup. Not everybody has the same,
That's true.
areas of the foot that need more help. This gives you that opportunity. Now, once it's charged up, it's only one button. I love this about Silken. They're known for this. One button technology. I'm gonna turn it on, okay? I'm gonna put it kind of by my microphone so you can hear. That's on the low setting. And then all you do is press it again, and now we have cranked it up into the high setting, and I'm telling you, we're not messing around.
Yeah, you can really hear it. Actually, is that spinning?
Yes.
Let's hold this so that the camera can see it down here. Because that's really kind of neat. That is going, how fast is that thing going?
Isn't that crazy? It's
wow.
Going over 1,500 rotations per minute. It's so beautifully done, by the way, too. You can see that rose gold finish. You've got your open ventilation here. The ergonomics of this, when you get it home, you're gonna feel it in your hands. You're gonna know that you've really landed on something extraordinary.
Right.
This is the best beauty tool, in my opinion, when you wanna take care of your feet, because here's the thing. I go for pedicures, and I will tell you right now, sometimes it's like $50
every time?
or more with the tip included.
Wow.
Okay, probably depending on if you get regular polish, regular gel, whatever you're doing. But here's what gets me every time.
What's that?
It'll be like 3 days later, and I will look down at my heels, and I'm like, what is happening? I just had a pedicure. Why do my heels look like this?
Right.
It's because when they use those cheese graters or those other type of like tools that you're in there sharing with hundreds of people, by the way.
Those scare me.
Very unsanitary.
Yeah.
But what they do is they go too deep.
Yeah,
so
that's what I was going to say, because those things scare me.
Yes, so when they go too deep, what happens is our bodies are super intelligent, so our body thinks that we're now damaged in that area.
And
what is it going to do?
Yeah, it grows more.
It's going to immediately start to repair, and it's going to repair more, so you're actually building more callus, right? So this is something that I don't have to make an appointment. I can use this, I can get this out, I can do it anywhere because remember, there's no mess.
Right.
I could do this, most of the time I'm doing this running out the door, right before I'm on my way to leave somewhere.
That's pretty awesome,
actually. I look down, my feet are like, I'm like, oh my gosh, let me get my vacuum penny.
Right.
It's easy.
See, that's awesome. And by the way, our friend Dawn said hello to us.
Hi, Dawn.
Yep, and Beth did just now, too. Beth just says
hi,
something
Beth.
as well.
I'm so glad that you ladies could join because I'm telling you, don't want to be without this. This device, I normally feature this in Canada when I'm up there doing some shows, and I will tell you, wildly popular. It sells out every single show.
I don't doubt that.
And it's a perfect 5-star item.
See, that's amazing.
Perfect 5-star. Now, if you do a lot of gardening or you work with your hands or your husband works in construction, remember, you get these discs, so you can change these out. And all you're going to do is just twist off the cap. That's the chamber right there that's going to hold all your gunk, okay?
Yep.
And then these little discs, you can decide which one you want to put on. I'm going to use the fine, okay? And then once I get that on there, now I'm going to do the palms of my hands.
You can do your palms too?
You can do your hands, you can do your elbows, you can do anywhere on your body that you have that buildup.
Right.
But the beauty of the Vacupedi is that the fact that it never, ever goes too deep.
Yeah.
This is really, really important, especially for those of you out there, and you know who you are, that have to be exceptionally careful with your foot care.
Yeah.
Okay? It's really important that you're not ever going too deep, so just know it's only going to remove the dead skin cells and not the healthy.
Right. Well, take a look at this before and after real quick here, just so everybody could see. So on the left, obviously, that foot has not seen care in a minute, but then look how nice that looks on the right there, like how smooth that is. Do you want to do your foot?
I'm going to do my feet.
Are you going to do
I am going to do my feet.
Okay,
and you know what?
Have a seat. I got a chair for you over here.
I love that before and after because here's what you're looking at. Now, not only using that Vacupedi, but I want you to think about when you are done taking all that dead, dry skin off of your feet. Now, what do you think happens to the efficacy of your foot creams, your lotions and potions and all the things that you use? Now they can actually soak in. And that's really, really important. Think about all those things you're slathering on. Maybe you put the socks on at night. You woke up the next morning, you're like, okay, my feet are soft. One hour later, You're like, didn't I go to bed with socks on and lotion on and cream on? I like to actually get right here on the edge of my toe. Okay, this is where my shoe rubs. You see, I'm not even really applying any pressure. I'm letting the Vacupedi do the work.
Wait a minute, there's nothing coming off.
There's nothing coming off.
There's nothing coming off.
There's no mess. That vacuum is sucking all of that dead, dry skin right up into the device itself.
Wow.
And it feels good. It's actually like a little bit, almost kind of like a foot massage.
Like a little massage. Well, and it's only $69, folks. And ladies, if you think about how much it costs when you go to get a pedi done, how much money you're spending, imagine being able to do this in the comfort of your home. Our friend Beth just said, yeah, the elbows, absolutely. Oh, our friend Dawn, icky cheese grater.
Yes.
The icky cheese grater that's out there. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. That's what this is all about. Is you're not having to do that. You're not having to do it the ways that you're going to wince every time they use it. You're going to think you're going to be getting hurt. That's not going to happen with this.
You could actually take this right to your pedicurist and have them use it. I can guarantee you, because this is what I do. They're going to say, where did you get that? I need one of those. Here's the thing. You know, it's a lot about maintenance, and I love the fact of that, because the more you do this, the less you do this. You don't need to, right? And then long gone are the days where my shoes are being chosen by what condition my feet are in that day. I mean, let's face it, ladies, we've all seen the woman in line in the grocery store in front of us. You cannot help it. You're looking down at her cute shoes and you go, oh my gosh, I hope my heels don't look like that. Then you start checking out your own heels, and it's always a thing. I feel like when you have this at home, it just gives you that peace of mind, because you can get this out, use it whenever you want. And by the way, these are fantastic for travel. Throw it in your luggage, take it on vacation.
Oh, that's a great idea.
You don't even have to worry about your pedicure
while
you're on vacation. And then, of course, gifting. This has been one of my #1 gifts this year. I love to package this with a really great little foot cream and just treat yourself. Treat your loved ones. It feels good, and quite honestly, for some people, you know, the dead, dry skin, the cracked heels, the buildup is quite uncomfortable to walk on.
Oh, yeah.
Imagine you now can just take care of it right at home.
Well, and there's some people that are prone to that too. I mean, like that happens to them way more often than it does to other people. Or maybe, you know what? It's funny, living in Florida as we do, we tend to walk around barefoot a lot.
Yes, flip-flops, all of that, and it wreaks havoc on your feet. I mean, you can see I'm taking off all this skin, but my foot feels so soft now. And that's the other thing I want you guys to be prepared for, is the fact that you are going to actually love the way your feet feel. You're not going to be snagging on the sheets. You're not going to be snagging on your partner.
Yep.
Your feet are going to feel good, and they're going to feel healthy, and your lotions and your creams are going to soak in so beautifully. I'm telling you, you're not going to be able to stop using this. You're going to love this device so much.
Actually, it's funny. Our friend Beth just said that sandals and farmer's feet. Ew.
Yes.
And also that men could use this 100%, you know, because there are some dudes out there, especially down here in Florida, where, you know, guys wear flip-flops a lot.
Yes.
We all wear flip-flops down here. And I just think that sometimes, you know, not everybody's into self-care as much as they should be. You know what I'm saying? So you're seeing some of those, what I like to call those convenience store feet, if you know what I'm talking about.
Yes.
You know what I mean.
Yes, I do. You know what's funny, though? Every one of my girlfriends, everybody that I have gifted this to or that has purchased the Vacupedi, every single one of them has told me their husband swipes this.
Oh, I bet.
Oh, every time. They're like, I come home, my husband's using this.
Yeah.
Now, here's what's really cool. You see I'm sitting here in this chair. You could be sitting on the edge of your sofa. You could be sitting on the edge of your bed. You get to be in the passenger seat in the car on your way to the lake house. I don't care, because there's no mess. You don't have anything to clean up until you decide to empty the chamber. It's simple, it's easy, it's one-button technology, and you really can't mess this up. I mean, once you have this at home, you are going to use this over and over and over again. It's going to be your go-to pedi tool.
Yeah, and look at this before and after again. You can see, you know, how the difference on that is so major. Now, you want to dump that out and let's see what actually came out of that?
Oh my goodness, this is going to be like the big reveal.
Yeah,
right?
wait a second, because we're going to set up a shot for this, just because this is a big deal. But I mean, I think that you know, that video you just saw, that still that you just saw, is so dramatic. The difference from one side to the other, and I love what you were just saying about how you could use this anywhere, literally, because with a lot of them, you can't sit on your couch in the middle of your living room and do it. No. Because it's going to go everywhere.
Right? And you're going to gross out a lot of people.
You're going to gross out a lot of people.
Yes, but you can do this anywhere, and it's lightweight. Oh, by the way, very ergonomic too. So whether you're right-handed, left-handed.
Yeah, it's well balanced.
If you have dexterity issues, or I really, really love this for those of you who are a caregiver.
Yes.
If you're taking care of someone, this might be a little bit of TMI. I know my mom's watching. She's probably going to kill me. But my mom actually had quite an accident. She shattered her kneecap, and we've been like kind of, you know, muddling through, going through. She's never done anything like this before. And we were on the way to the doctor's today, and she was like, "Oh my goodness, my toes.
Yeah,
like and you can't reach on this. You can't bend her leg." And right away, you know, you think about, what if you need to take care of someone else, but you want to do it safely, you want to do it effectively, you want to do it where they are also comfortable? Let the Vacupedi do all that work for you. Now, all you're going to do to empty out the chamber is you're going to twist off the cap.
Watch this.
Okay, inside there's these, oh my. Oh. This is way.
Wow.
I know, Lou. I know. No judging.
No judging.
No judging.
You folks at home can judge, though. Wow.
Okay, I know that's bad.
Just from the few minutes you were sitting there.
I know. It's crazy. This thing is so powerful. Look at that, you guys.
But look how fine it is, too.
It is a fine dust. It's a powder. And I love that. Oh, my God, there's still more. What?
Look at this.
Okay, I love the fact that it shows you that it is that ultrafine dust, because think about, as it's removing the dead, dry skin from your feet and hands, it's not taking chunks of skin.
No.
It's not going too deep. It's literally turning it into an ultrafine dust. And then what you see in here is the filter, okay? You get 3 of these filters, and I love these guys because I'm telling you, Silken thinks of everything. You can wash these out.
Oh, that's smart.
Leave them out on the table to air dry. You use them over and over and over again. And if you want to even get in the little nooks and crannies, we give you the brush to do that as well. So you can really have all the tools.
Wow, they covered all the bases.
To maintain your tool. And then when you're ready to rock and roll, you just put the filter back in, put your cap back on, choose your disc, which, by the way, remember, you're getting 3. So you get the coarse, you get the ultra fine, and then you get your medium, or like what I like to call your everyday disc. And it just pops right on. And when you charge it up, we even give you the USB charger.
So you get everything.
Everything's included.
See, this is a great little kit here. And for $69, again, if you think about what you would spend to have it professionally done.
Yes.
You know, to have somebody else do it. And you could do this anytime. I was just thinking to myself, you were talking about it in the car. And I'm thinking about, what if you're going to a wedding and you want to wear some little strappy shoes.
Yes.
And you forgot. You know what I mean? You could be literally doing. By the way, our friend Dawn in the chat on Facebook, folks, and if you haven't checked us out on Facebook yet, you need to, because everybody's talking in the chat right now. But she's saying how she's a diabetic, and she actually has to take care of her feet.
Yes.
And I think that's a great point, because this makes it easy, it makes it affordable, something you can do whenever you want to do it.
Absolutely, and I'm so glad that you mentioned that, Dawn, and thank you for sharing that with others, because that is pretty much like one of the main people that I will highly suggest this to, because you have to really be careful with your feet. You cannot be sharing all of those tools in the spas with hundreds of people. The cheese graters, forget about it. I mean, actually, I think for a while there they were banned. I don't even know how they made their way back.
Yeah.
But this tool is going to be so great for you. And by the way, if you are gifting, please know at Silken, packaging to us is also everything. We are first class from top to bottom.
Look how great this looks,
The box, the packaging, every one of your Silken tools, no matter what it is, comes with a 1-year manufacturer's warranty.
Yeah.
And we do have a really great customer service line if you ever have questions. So 150%, we are behind you, and we believe in personal care and self-care probably more than anybody on the planet. And I will tell you, we make it easy. and we make it affordable.
No, you do. And I'll tell you what, for me, presentation's a big part of giving a gift or getting a gift.
Oh, me too.
And I'm telling you, they do such a good job. I've seen several products at this point from Silken, and they're all top notch. They do such a great job with them. This one I think is a no-brainer for everybody out there. And folks, if you're just joining us right now, welcome into here to Shop Social TV. We're going to be on here for another hour and a half, and I'm going to tell you right now, this deal, $69, is one of the best deals tonight that you're going to see to get everything you get from a name brand from Silken. Everybody knows these guys. And not just that, but you've got a 30-day money-back guarantee from us, as well as the 1 year from the manufacturer. On top of that, just go to the website. Use that URL you see on the screen right there, shopsstv.com, or use next to Angie over there, you see that QR code. Just scan that. It'll take you right to the product page for this and get one in your cart right now.
I already did a little shopping online to check pricing.
Yeah.
Best price.
Oh, there we go.
Okay, you cannot even go to the Silken website and get this deal.
We have the best price.
So I am just so honored to be able to bring this to you guys tonight. I hope that you guys are picking up more than one, because stock up at this value for gifts.
Yeah.
I've gifted these Mother's Day, Christmas, birthdays. So well received every time. I'm still hearing about it, matter of fact. And then all the people that I haven't gifted it to yet are kind of hinting around.
Yeah. No, which is
like,
funny.
Wait a minute, when do I get one of those?
Well, and I'll tell you something interesting. So one of our friends, Judy, who's in the chat right now, just mentioned how much she likes the vacuum part of this as well.
Yes.
Because that is a game changer, I think.
That is a game changer, because even if you're using any type of pedicure tools,
yes,
when you're getting that dead skin off, no matter what the tool is, the skin is flying everywhere. So you typically would be like, trapped in the bathroom, sitting on the edge of the tub, trying to make sure everything's contained on a towel. You don't have to do that here. I just did my feet, and we emptied out the chamber right here. All of that stays right inside.
Isn't that amazing?
Until you are ready to empty it out. I mean.
Now, I'm going to tell you something. Your feet didn't look bad. Like, it didn't look like you had, like, really big calluses on them. It didn't look like...
Because I use this.
I mean, but look at what came off of that in just a couple of seconds. I mean, you were only over there for, like, 3 minutes.
Okay, you guys are going to be so shocked when you get this home, and you're going to have the same reaction, right? Because I do take care of my feet. I use this all the time.
Look at that spinning.
Over 1,500 rotations per minute. It's doing the job for you. It kind of lights up on the inside.
Yeah, it does. That is so cool.
It's really beautiful. And I'm telling you, don't even have to apply a lot of pressure or anything.
Wow.
It just does the work for you. You're in control. Remember, you're getting 3 of your discs. So you can choose, what type of level you want to exfoliate.
Yeah. Well, let me put this in guy terms, okay? Because as a guy, right, when I think about like the ways I've seen people do this before, the cheese grater reminds me of like just what the old rasps that people used to use when they were like trying to plane down something, okay?
Right.
This is much more like a sander. And that's the beautiful thing about this is that you have different levels of grit that you use when you're sanding something, and that's exactly what this does for you. It's, to me, this is just such a huge advantage. I never even knew something like this existed.
It's unbelievable, and I love the one-button technology too, because it's goof-proof, right? We want it to be easy. We know if it's not easy, you're not using it.
That's true.
So consistency is key to everything, right? Working out, your diet, your beauty routines, whatever it may be. When you consistently use this, you don't get the buildup like you think. But even though when you use it, it could just be a week going by that you don't use it, you get it out, it's yours, you own it, you use it on your own time, whenever it's convenient for you, wherever it's convenient for you, and you're gonna get these same type of results.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable. I love this before and after that we're gonna show, because
it's kind of amazing.
It's really amazing, and not only that, but what it shows me is really just healthy, youthful, right? Comfortable. I mean, walking around on that cracked, built-up, dry heel, it's not only uncomfortable, it looks terrible in your shoes. You mentioned about going, to the wedding or whatever it is.
Right.
It's summer. We are constantly in sandals right now. Your feet do not have to dictate your shoe wardrobe. I mean, it feels good on the feet too, and I think that's important.
No, it's a big deal.
While you're doing the treatment, it actually feels good.
Yeah. Well, and that's the thing. It's like anything else. If you do it more often, it's going to take less time to do it every time you do. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So it's not this big ordeal where you're planning a whole event. I mean, this is something you can do on the fly. You could just do a maintenance on your foot. I mean, it's that easy to do. By the way, our friend Judy said to say hello, good evening to the beautiful Kelly, my wife Kelly, who's working in the control room right now. So people know Kelly too.
And you know what? I wish Kelly was not occupied so she could come out here and try this. We're gonna have to do this after the show. I'm gonna have to let Kelly try this.
She just said me too.
She is gonna love this.
Look at that.
I mean, even just the side of the foot. Like for me, I wear a lot of heels, honestly, because of just my work and, you know, traveling and doing shows and things like that. But I always get this spot right there on the side of my toe that constantly rubs inside of my shoe. So this is what I'm talking about on a performance factor. You are working on the areas that you need most. You're not just a number going in, sitting down, or doing everybody's feet the same. You can work on that one really built up area on the side of the foot. Or if you're somebody that gets all that buildup right at the back of the heel, you know, and it's starting to split and crack and just constantly look like, you know, the skin is hanging off your foot, your moisturizer is not working. Your foot creams are not working, my friends, because you have so much buildup that you don't even realize these products cannot soak in.
Yeah. That's the thing. You can't penetrate that. It's like armor. It's actually like armor. So it prevents it. By the way, we've got some folks there. It looks like they're picking up a couple right now. Looks like Judy's checking out. Dawn says it won't ship to her address. Dawn, I'll tell you what. If you have a problem, you know how to get a hold of me. Just reach out to me afterwards, and I'll help you with that. But that shouldn't be an issue for anybody else out there, I would imagine. But this, I mean, this is just a great product. The price is right at $69. Free shipping. That's my favorite kind of shipping. I love that.
Yes.
30-day money-back guarantee here. It's easy to order. Just go to the website. You don't even have to talk to anybody. You can just go in there and just pick it up and get what you want. And again, take a look at this. Now, Angie's feet don't look bad, but take a look at these. Angie, come back up here because I want you to dump that out again. But look at the difference right here on these feet. I mean, that's night and day right there. And that was probably just one session just to get that difference right there. I mean, that is just amazing.
Right, because now after she's done her feet, she can actually, her products can actually soak in.
And you can do your elbows?
You could do the elbows, you could do the hands. I love it for the hands. I am a gardener. Like not big time gardening, but I do love plants. And I love flowers and things like this. So I love like working in my plants and stuff like that. But you know, if you're not wearing the gardening gloves or you're not doing any, even with, sometimes you can get that build up. Construction, oh my goodness. I'm in a renovation right now. I am not a construction worker by any means.
But the hands.
You will be shocked at how much I actually can do.
No, I promise you I wouldn't be. I know you're incredibly capable. Now watch this, guys. She's gonna dump this out, and she's already done her foot once.
Right, I've already done my foot once.
Oh, there's more.
Okay.
Here we go.
You said you promised you were gonna judge.
I'm not judging.
Okay.
Oh, now I'm judging.
Okay. Look at this, you guys. It's crazy. I know, but see how fine it is.
Yeah.
And that really is the key.
It's dust.
It's dust, and that is the way that it's going to remove it from your feet.
See, that's amazing.
In that ultra fine way, because remember, it's working for you.
It's
not like you're having to sit and do all that elbow grease yourself.
Yeah.
Let the device do the work for you. Over 1,500 rotations a minute. You're going to be done in literally minutes. Apply your cream or your lotion, and your feet are going to be
And they're going to look fantastic. All right, folks, we're going to move on to our next item. Angie, thank you so much for coming in tonight.
Yes.
This has been awesome. I learned so much about this. Great deal, guys. Jump on this tonight. Get it in your cart and check out with that. We're going to take a real quick little break here and look at a video that's going to tell you how to use that QR code. We'll be right back.
You're here shopping with friends. Now's your chance to buy today's featured deals and much more. To start your order, just open the camera on your cell phone, point it at the QR code on the screen, and open the link that pops up. You'll be taken to shopsocialtv.com, where you'll find today's deals plus other exciting products. While you're visiting shopsocialtv.com, be sure to explore the whole website and see everything we have to offer. Connect with hosts and view our upcoming schedule. Subscribe to our email newsletter so you never miss a show. Click on the QR code and start shopping with friends today.
Hey folks, welcome back in there. So you saw how easy it was to do from that video, right? It's not a big deal to order anything from us here at Shop Social TV. And by going to the website, you're going to see all the products that we have out there, and there is quite a few of them. Okay, and this one has become a favorite with our audience. We sold a bunch of these last week when we offered them up, and I thought, you know what, let's do this again just because this is such a great product. It's such a quality product, and it's not something that you see out there in the home improvement stores all the time. So these are actually solar post lights, and they're from a company called Maxa, okay? These guys know what they're doing when it comes to LED lighting, all right? These are solar, 100%. They're made to sit on a post, so on top of your mailbox, on a fence post, at the top of a railing, anything like that, even on top of a lamppost if you want to use these instead of having an electric light wired out there. These throw off a tremendous amount of light, but here's the thing. The fixtures on these, this whole thing is not plastic. This is all glass. This is real glass. And when you look at this, see that wave pattern that's going through that glass right there? You're going to see an amazing pattern that this throws off. Now, I'm going to tell you right now that these are $49.95 for a set of 2. You have a choice of colors with these, okay? So we're going to start down here. This is the black that you're looking at right here. Next to that, we've got this really cool wood. I'm going to tell you right now, the wood is incredibly limited. So if you want the wood, you need to buy that as soon as possible. Remember, you're getting 2 in each one of these when you buy them. This is the brown that you're looking at right here. And then the last one is the white, and you're going to get a set of 2 of the white as well. Okay, so those are your choices, the white, the brown, the wood tone, or the black. So any one of these in a 2-pack. Now, here's the neat thing about these too. When you buy these, I'm going to take this guy off of here just so I could show this to you real quick. All right. I want you to see this in my hands here because you're actually going to receive an adapter along with this. Now, this just sits on top of a post. Here's the thing. When you put this on a wood post, they're only about 3 inches across on a wood post, so this will fit perfectly on a wood post just the way it is. But if you want to put it on a PVC post, you need to have an adapter, and we give that to you, and all you do is just set this on top of here like that, and because the PVC post is actually 4 inches, that's going to fit on there perfectly. So let me come back here, and I'm going to show you real quick how this works. So if I want to put this, let's say that on this railing right here, I decided, you know what, I want to put a light here at the top of this. I'm not hiring an electrician to come out here and run a wire through a post. That's insanity, right? Watch this, though. I'm going to put the adapter on there, and notice there are screw holes in this, and we do give you the mounting hardware for this as well, okay? So I would screw that into the post, then I'm going to put my light on top of it like this, and then I'm going to screw the light on to that as well. So everything's going to be on there nice and secure. Now, you are getting a set of 2, so theoretically, we could do one at the top of this, one at the bottom of this. I have 4 of these that I'm using right now. I've got a couple of gates that lead onto my property, a circular driveway, and they're like cattle gates, okay? But on either side of them, I've got these because on the street that we live on, there are no street lights, okay? So this is what we rely on to light everything up. But I want to show you something really cool about these. I'm going to turn the lights off in here, and you're going to be amazed at how beautiful these look. Now, there are no lights on in this studio except some of the background lights behind me, but I want you to see, look at the pattern on my shirt. Look at the pattern on this table right here in front of us. I mean, clearly you can see how beautiful these are. And this is what I was talking about when I was talking about the glass. See this pattern here? Plastic would not do this, okay? There's no way plastic is throwing off a pattern like this. But with these Maxa lights, because they spent the money and they got you the good stuff, they got you the real glass, the blown glass in here, you can see how bright that is. Now, look at this one on top of the post right here, and I want you to see, look at the light that comes off of this. I mean, this throws off a tremendous amount of light all the way around it. Now, if I didn't tell you that this is solar, wouldn't you think that this was a wired light? Wouldn't you believe that this was powered somehow, that we had hired an electrician, that we had them come out here and do all of these? Okay, but that's not the case. This is just solar power that's doing that. Now, I got one of these little lights right here, okay? And I'm sure everybody out there has bought some of these things, and people put them along their pathways in different places. These are the cheapest cheap things that you could buy, okay? They cost nothing. They have plastic lenses on them. You know, they're very weak. They only have 1 LED in it. Ours have 3 of them, so you're getting a lot more light when you buy the Maxa lights. But they're bigger, they're brighter, they've got a bigger solar cell on top of them that's going to charge these up. So you're, going to have lights that are going to last you all night long. Mine do. Like, as soon as the sun goes down, they will turn themselves on because they are self-regulating. And you never have to worry about timing them. There's no switches, there's nothing like that. They self-regulate. And then when the sun comes up, they turn themselves off. And then they spend the entire day gathering the light from the sun. Look how awesome those look on top of a fence post too. Like if you've got a PVC fence, it is awesome to see these. That's kind of the setup I have right there, like on the gates. When you go in and out of the property, you could see how great that looks right there. That's just amazing. And they look professionally installed too. I think that's the big difference. Like I don't like a product like this where I look at it and I know that you bought it at the home improvement store. I know that you bought this at the big box store. I understand that, okay? With this, that's not going to be the case. People are going to look at these, and I'm telling you, all day long, they're going to think that these are professionally installed lights, okay? They're not going to think that this is something that you picked up for just $50. And by the way, it's $50 for 2 of them, so please go to our website, shopsstv.com, or use that QR code that's down there in the corner of the screen. Try it. If you've never done the QR code before, you know what? I encourage you to give that a shot, because that's going to take you to the page directly for these lights. Yes, you can go to the rest of the website from there and look around, but if you want these, it's going to take you right there, and then you just got to make a choice on the colors. I'm going to turn my lights back on so everybody can see the different colors. And notice how these just shut themselves right off as soon as I turn those lights on. That's amazing the way that these work, okay? So here's your choice of colors again, all right? And you've got a choice of several here. Remember, you're getting a 2-pack no matter what color you buy. So these are the black sitting down here on the end. These look great with wrought iron. If you've got wrought iron outside your house, it's going to look amazing. I love these on the wood post right there, and you can see how they come on when I put my hands on. Look how bright those are, even with the studio lights on. But that's the wood tone. Then you've got the brown ones down here next to those. And then on the very, very end, we've got the white down here. And the white, by the way, is, you know, there's a 2-pack, of course. One of them is sitting on top of this fence over here next to me, as you can see. And I'm going to tell you right now, these are just a wonderful addition to your property. I mean, you want to talk about curb appeal, you want to talk about something that's going to like elevate the value of your home. Lighting does such a good job for it. And I always tell people, listen, you spend so much time, like Angie that was out here a few moments ago, was talking about how she's doing construction, she likes to garden, things like that. You know, so you spend all this time making the outside of your house look good, but then at the end of the day, guess what? When it gets dark outside, nobody can see any of your hard work. They have no idea what you've done to the outside of your house. But if you put lighting out there, it looks beautiful. And not just any lighting, lighting that's going to throw a pattern, okay? You know, there's such a thing in the television world, we call a painting with light, okay? Where you can throw patterns on walls, on, you know, objects and different things. And it gives it depth, it gives it dimension. And that's what these lights are going to do for you, is they're going to add that feeling whenever somebody sees them. So for those of you just joining us right now, these are the Maxa Wave style post lights. The Wave style refers to the glass that's built into these. And by the way, if you're just joining us, this is real glass that's inside of these, so you can hear how good that sounds right there. I mean, they really are something to behold. They're beautiful, beautiful. Now, I'm going to turn the lights off again, and I want you to watch these as they come on. Bam, just like that. Look at this, and look at the pattern. Look how much light's coming off of these. If I move these around, you can see that pattern playing on my shirt, playing on the tabletop. So think outside of the box with these, too. It doesn't just have to be for a fence post, for a mailbox, for a lamppost. You could use these as a centerpiece on a table if you wanted to. Maybe you've got an outside living room set. My wife Kelly and I used to have one, and we had solar lights out there, and it made a big difference at night because I don't want to turn an overhead light on that's going to blind everybody. You just want a little soft ambiance. This is what you're going to get with these, especially if it's sitting down below you. Now, the one that's on the fence post right here, you can see as soon as I put my hand in here, the way that that light is going to hit that. On any one of these, you can see I'm standing back here. Even on the wall behind me, you could see that light going back there. You could see those patterns being thrown back there. So really the only choice for you is what color do you want? Do you want the black? Do you want the wood tone? Do you want the brown? Or do you want the white? Those are the 4 choices that you've got here this evening. As I mentioned earlier, that wood tone is the most limited that we have. But take a look at that one that's sitting up there. On that fence post, because that's what these are made to do. Yes, you can lay them flat on any surface, but that's what they're meant to do, is sit on that fence post, sit on that mailbox, on that lamp post, you know. And as I mentioned, maybe you've got a piece of property and way out in the back 40 there, you can see way down at the end of your property, and you wish that there was some light back there. Well, your options are to hire an electrician, have them come out and dig a trench and run power back there. And I can tell you from firsthand experience that that is cost prohibitive. That is crazy expensive. Or you buy some of these and you put these out there, and they're going to function just like the wired lights. And I mean that because I've been selling solar lights now probably for 25 years at least. And I remember when one light would cost like $20-something just to buy one light. And now you're getting two of these with all these features for $49.95, which I think is just a great deal for something that's so advanced as these are. That's the big deal with these, is that they really are advanced lighting that you're looking at right here. And you can just tell that they don't look like your grandfather's solar lights. They don't look like the old-fashioned ones where everybody looked at them right away and they're like, you know, oh yeah, those are solar too. These guys right here, look at this. I mean, just look at how much beautiful light's coming off of there. Look at the pattern that that's throwing on my shirt. I mean, these just look absolutely incredible. I mean, I really, really was impressed the very first time I saw these. And that's why I own 2 pairs of them, because I'm the kind of guy that, like, I mean, this is what I do. I see all sorts of solar lights. I see all sorts of gadgets and gizmos. And I'm telling you that when I saw these, I was like, yeah, I want to get these. And I told the story the last time we sold these about how I bought a set of lights from Amazon. And the ones that I bought from that A place, those were metal, and I thought metal's going to last forever. Guess what? It didn't. They started to rust, and there was stuff running down the post that I put them on. I replaced it with these, and I got to tell you, these have lasted now. I think I've had them up there for a year and a half, and they still look amazing. It's like as good as the day that I put them up there. That's absolutely amazing. Also, our good friend Brenda, who does a lot of craft shows, she's actually an artist and paints the inside of glassware. She wanted to remind everybody out there that these are awesome for craft shows. So if you're somebody out there that does, like, you know, a craft show under the trees or under the stars or, you know, anything like that, take these with you. These are absolutely wonderful for those events. You know what? And now that she mentions that, if you're an RVer, if you go camping, you know, you might think, like, why in the world would I bring lights like these out to a campsite? Well, think about the last time you were out there. I mean, if you turn the lights on, a lot of the RVs now have those LED lights on the outside of them, especially on the awnings. Guess what, though? They're really, really bright. Maybe you don't want that. Maybe you just want some ambiance to either mark out your campsite or just to give you that little, you know, ambient light that you want to have while you're sitting outside. These are absolutely perfect for that as well, okay? Again, I'm going to show you one more time the installation on this. I'm going to bring the lights up again just so you can see how these work, because they're very simple to do, but we do give you an adapter that I feel like is a must-have with these. So if you look at this guy right here, okay? Now I want you to notice something. See how it looks like it's beveled? What's actually going on there is this is the light itself, and again, that's that glass right there. When you look at the bottom of this right here, this normally on a wood post would fit absolutely perfectly. If I try to put it on this, though, this is actually bigger. PVC posts are bigger than wood, okay? So if you got a wood gate, this is gonna fit on there, wood lamp post, anything like that, that's gonna be perfect. But if you got PVC, we give you the adapter. You just set that down, then put this on top of it like that, and ba-bam, just like that, it fits absolutely perfectly, okay? Now, I have wood fences where I am, so I don't need the adapters, but it's nice that I have them in case I did want to do that. In case I did want to install them on something like that, I absolutely could do that. Now, I'm just getting told right now in my ear that these guys are very, very limited right now. We do not have a lot of the wood tone. So if you're looking at those, if you're kind of eyeballing those, thinking like, you know what, I really would like to get these. And by the way, this is printed on here, okay? So this is not a decal that's going to come off or something like that. It's actually printed into the plastic. So this is going to last a really, really long time. In fact, the ones that I have are wood tone. And I'm going to tell you right now, not only do they look great on the wood fences, but they just look exactly the same now, you know, 18 months later as they do from the day we got them. So kind of a big thing, all right? If you like to buy a good, you know, durable product, something that's going to last a long time, then you definitely want to take a look at these. It's like my dad used to say, you could either buy well or you can buy often, okay? This is buying well. So $50 for these, $49.95 to get a pair of these, and you're just going to make your choice, the black, the wood tone, the brown, or the white. 2 of them included in the set, along with the adapters and the mounting hardware. It's free shipping, so you don't need to worry that we're going to tack on some more money on there. There's free shipping here at Shop Social TV, and the only way to order from us is to go to the website, shopsstv.com, or go to that QR code that's in the corner right there. It's going to be the absolute fastest way to get you to the front of the line and be able to put your order in, make your selection of whatever color it is that you want, okay? You can do that as well. And then check out. Real simple to do. What a lot of people we've been noticing they've been doing is they've been waiting till the end of the show and just loading up their shopping cart and then checking out at the end. And I say that's fine to do most of the time, except tonight, if you're looking at the wood tone, you're thinking, man, I want that wood tone. By the way, that's the black, that's the wood tone. If you're thinking, I want that wood tone, you need to jump on that right now, okay? Don't let that one linger in your cart because somebody could steal it from you. They can actually get it before you do, so you don't want that. This is the brown, very subtle brown on that one. And then we got the beautiful, crisp, clean white like there. A lot of people that have PVC fences like to get that white just because it kind of blends in. It looks like it's actually an extension of the fence post itself. So that's a nice way to go. Let me show you something else too. Let's see which ones we got right there. These guys. Okay, I want to show you something. Take a look at the top of this here. That's how big the solar panel is on top of that, all right? That collector that's on there. I mean, it's massive if you think about it, to recharge the battery that's inside of this. And that's why I say that you're gonna get all night light from these. You know, the other thing too is LED technology has changed so much over the years that there was a time where you might get 4 hours, maybe if you were lucky, from, even if they sat outside all day long. But nowadays, the LEDs, and this uses what we call surface mount diodes, so they're little tiny computer chips almost that are making that glow that's inside of these. These little guys right here, when they come on, you're gonna see that they're very, very bright, but here's the cool thing about these. They're very bright, but at the same time, they use very little power to give us that illumination. So that's why we always tell people, listen, you're gonna get hours and hours and hours. Even if, let's say, maybe, like today here in Florida, we only had sun for maybe half the day. Maybe, if we're lucky, it was half the day, okay? But that's actually enough to recharge these lights, okay? Because they do sip the power, because they are so energy efficient, and they'll still give you this amount of light like this. You don't have to have 8 straight hours of light every single day to be able to have these come on every night and greet you when you come home. And let's talk about that real quick, okay? Why do people like solar lights so much? Why would I want them on the gates coming into my house where people could be driving in and out of a circular driveway? Well, the reason is safety and security. I want people to think that somebody turned those lights on. And these look like they could have been turned on. They don't look like, they're solar and that they came on their own. These actually look like somebody flipped a switch somewhere and turned them on. So that's the security aspect of them. For safety, think about this as well. On a staircase like the one I've got next to me here, this is not a bad idea to put one on the railings of a staircase. So number one, people will see the staircase when they're walking up to it, but they can also see the trestles on the staircase. And this is actually throwing a lot of light going all the way down there. So we're gonna move on in just a minute here, but I wanna make sure everybody's got an opportunity to get in, take advantage of this offer tonight at $49.95. We showed these just a few nights ago, last week. And boy, I tell you, we got such a response to these because they're just really well made. And for those of you just joining us, we're talking about glass lenses all the way around on these, okay? So if you want to get in on this deal, take advantage of it right now, folks, but we're going to move on to our next item in just a few moments, okay? So go to that website, shopsstv.com, use that QR code right there, and take advantage of this deal while you still can, okay? I'm going to bring my lights back up, and we're going to move on to our next item, folks, okay? So stay right there. The next thing we've got coming up is from a company called Hopple, okay? And what you're looking at right here is a configuration that's only available online tonight, okay? This is our 4-pack that we're offering this evening. And that one, if you go to our website, you're gonna see it right there. We're gonna be showing you a couple of different things tonight here on the air live, but that 4-pack's available. And we're gonna go through all this. We're gonna explain to you exactly what Hopple is. It's actually the premier storage solution that we have here at Shop Social TV. Ooh, and I have to look at the chat again. I got to get back into that over here and just see what everybody's talking about. So, welcome back, folks. All right, so this is Joni Ann right here. Joni Ann is the owner of the company that makes Hopple. Say hi to everybody.
Hi, everyone. I'm so excited to be here.
Yes, thank you. It's good to see you again.
Thank you.
So let's start at the top. Let's just assume that people have no idea what Hopple is. Why don't you tell them? And by the way, this is going to be your choice right here of a 2-pack of small, medium, large, extra large, or the corner pieces. And Joni Ann's going to tell you everything about them.
Yeah, thank you. First of all, Hopple is a relatively new brand, heavy duty, top of the line storage solution. So that's what you need to know first of all.
Right off the bat.
I'm going to explain the product, and then after we kind of show you what it is, we'll go through your options, because
Yes.
we've got 5 sizes to choose from and 6 colors. And I love that variety that Hopple has.
You
for
do
that.
some explaining. I'm going to grab my tablet real quick.
Okay, wonderful.
She's explaining.
So it comes, they're collapsible, so you get them flat pack. They're always going to be in 2 packs, or if you go online, like Lou said earlier, there's a 4-pack value offer that we have there as well. But it's flat packed, and what you do is when you get it home, you're going to open it up, and you have this big loading top panel. And I'm going to flip this open so you can see, and we're going to pop it up. Simply pop up. Now you see there's a metal frame in here. All you do is push the bars into the edges. And once you push these bars into the edges, you are going to have 55 pounds of weight capacity. Now, that's a big deal, because everything, all the competition, everything in the industry is 20 to 25 pounds. So we've more than doubled that.
Wow.
That's why I said heavy duty and top of the line. You know, Lou, you love to say buy often or buy well.
Yep.
Hopple is definitely buying well.
Yes.
So you've got your
100%.
top loading, right? Your PVC. Then you've got this front. Why do you want this? Because of the 55 pounds, it's stackable. All right. So you can put this up high on a shelf and not have to take it down, because you can easily see what's inside from this crystal clear window here, and open it up, take your items in and out, and put it back, right? Or if they're stacked, you don't have to take A, B, C down to get what's
Just to
on
get
the
into
bottom.
that, yeah. That's
Now,
brilliant.
if you don't have enough storage space this is almost 20 inches. It's 19.7 across in our large size. We've got 15.7 on the narrow side, and we gave you another crystal clear window and another access point. So
Right.
3, which I absolutely love.
No, and that's something you never see in any of the competition out there. You know, it's funny too, because when we first got ours and we looked at them, that's one of the things that impressed me the most, was the fact that I didn't have to like orient it a certain way to get inside of it. I could get in from the front, I could get in from the side. I mean, I just absolutely love that.
Yeah, we wanted
you know,
we wanted to not create a storage problem,
Yeah,
right?
it's a
And
storage
it's
solution.
a storage solution, so we needed that.
Mm-hmm.
In addition, we've got the PVC, so if you store something that spills in here, it's going to wipe clean.
Nice.
But it also makes it so if you spill anything, it's going to be bone dry on the inside,
Yeah.
because of that PVC.
Which is
so that's
awesome.
really nice. Then we've got an MDF bottom. Most of the competition, what is it?
It's
Paperboard.
cardboard.
Cardboard is the right way.
Yeah.
And it bows. And we don't want this to bow, because if you're going to put 55 pounds in here, you want it to be strong and sturdy.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
the handles I had to redesign as well. And I'm going to show you this. We're the only ones that have this.
I love this.
So this is hook and loop, and it allows you to put your entire hand in versus having a handle where you can just put your fingers in. I mean,
Right.
you have a large
No, I got the
hand,
big
you're a
mitts here,
man, right?
and this is the thing. Watch, I can actually get my entire hand through there, which is awesome, because that means I'm going to be able to get a really good grip on here. Unlike some of them where my hand's like pushed up
Barely
against the side.
fits.
Yeah, it barely actually gets in there. Wow, look at that.
Yeah. So now we don't want this flopping around.
No.
So when it's beautiful in your closet or on your bookshelf,
Getting
you
caught
just
on things.
Fix this flush, and it's almost invisible. You don't even know it's there until you need it.
Yeah, and that's just hook and loop that's on the sides right there, folks. So that's what makes this so cool. So this, now which size is this?
This is the large, 16-gallon.
Okay.
And you have a 2-pack and a 4-pack where the large is available.
Right, all right. So let's show everybody the different sizes. Can we do that, Kelly? Because I want to show, here we go. All right, take a look at this. Here are the different sizes that we've got available for you today. Why don't you walk us through this, Joni Ann?
Yeah, thank you so much. So I'm standing here next to the corner. I created this, designed this. So Hopple is the only brand where you can get the corner, and it's like a pizza slice shape. You see that?
Yep, little pie shape.
It's 14 and a half gallons. It's the same height as the large, so you can even kind of put them side by side. But this is wonderful, because if you don't have storage in your closet, pick any corner,
Yeah.
move the ficus tree,
Yeah.
and go up, and you'll have beautiful storage. But it's also great in the closet because you have hanging clothes and it's dark. You can lose your shoes and your stuff under there. You stick these out, you'll be able to clearly see it, and access your items. So there's a 2-pack corner.
Right.
We want to go over price?
Yeah, the 2-pack of the corner is going to be $44.99. That's a great deal for those.
Great,
Wow.
especially because you're not going to get a corner anywhere else.
Right.
Then we move on to our #1 selling size, and that's the extra large. It holds 21 gallons, so it's our big daddy. And I've got a demo later that I'm so excited
It'll
to
blow
show
your mind when you see this,
on
yeah.
what it really can hold.
Yep.
Again, a 2-pack.
$49.99 for that one.
Amazing price.
Yeah, that's
'Cause
incredible.
That's $25, and it's free shipping, right? You're
Yeah,
free shipping
all
here,
free
so
shipping here.
That's fantastic. And then the second best-selling size is our large. That's the one I showed you when I was demoing over there. The large is 16 gallons, so that 2-pack is.
Oh, sorry.
$44.99.
Sorry, 34. I was reading the chat
44.
for a second. Yeah, $34.99.
No, I'm sorry. Just didn't want to miss.
Sorry, $44.99 for the large. Sorry.
And then we've got
$44.99.
the medium. The
Right.
medium and the large are kind of peanut butter and jelly because they have the same footprint. They're just different in height. So the
they'll
large
stack
is
perfectly.
13 inches. The medium is 9 inches. Really great bin, 12 gallons each, and the 2-pack medium is
$42.99, and then last but not least, the
This is our
small
little
2-pack.
small guy over
little guys.
here. Yeah, 6.5 gallons each. And that 2-pack is a great value. I believe it's $34.99.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I got to have it down
You
here.
took it right out of the shot there. But
My
that's
apologies.
$34.99 for the 2-pack on those. Now we've shown you the sizes, and that's really there are 2 choices you're going to make here. Well, let's tell everybody about this real quick because we've got the shot there. You can just talk about it. You don't have to walk over.
Okay, wonderful. So what's sitting on top is a full-size water bubbler jug. Those are 5 gallons, I believe, right?
Yeah.
And I believe they weigh 50 pounds.
50 pounds.
Yeah, we put that on. And when I said that 55-pound weight capacity, that's on all the sizes. So
Yeah,
we're
doesn't
showing
matter.
it to you on a small.
Yeah.
And we're also showing you that there's nothing inside that bin. So we're not claiming that you can put 55 pounds inside and
No.
that's it. You can stack
On top of it.
completely on top, even if it's empty inside.
Yeah.
So
Now,
yeah.
your first choice is size. The second choice you're going to make is the style. It's the color. So I'm just going to hand these to you.
Oh, okay, thanks.
Yeah, because Kelly's got a beautiful overhead shot on
Oh,
these.
I love that. I don't even have to lift it up.
Nope.
Yeah, we've got 6 different color options, and just know that they're meant to mix and match. This one you're looking at here is, I'm going to say limoncello. I
Do
believe
it.
online
Yes.
it's called lemon zest, but we really want to change it because Lou loves
'Cause I love
limoncello.
limoncello.
And it's really bright, beautiful, cheery.
Yeah,
cheery
I love that
colors.
one.
Then we've got denim, and this is not denim like the denim jeans I'm wearing, but it mimics denim. And it's really great in a closet. It mixes and matches beautifully with these prints. As you
Yeah,
can
that's really,
see.
actually, yeah, do that. Stack them
See
up a
how
little bit.
pretty that is?
Ooh, now that
So
one.
if you do his and her in your closet, this next one is the Italian mosaic. Really bright. It goes beautiful with light blue. If you have light blue walls or light blue decor, it'll pull out that light blue in there as well. And then we move on to our bees. So these
I love
two
the bees.
collections are lemons and bees. That's what we're celebrating. And this bee is a simple, charming print. This is still 600D, and it just has the little bees on it. What I want to say about these is all these prints, they're always going to be directional, and we're never going to have, where it's upside down or placed wrong. We took extra care to make sure that the prints always lined up.
Right. And then this one here, this one's
This-
really impressive.
This is special. So I don't think you've ever seen a storage bin in a vegan embossed leather before.
That's crazy.
So this is a faux leather, and it's quilted. So it's stamped and then stitched to create that quilting that you see in high-end handbags. It's got a wonderful hand. It's really,
And that,
really
and
great.
I'll tell you something, that right there was something you totally did not have to do. Because you could have just stamped
Stamped
it
it.
and made it look like it was stitched, but these are actually stitched, and that's the kind of quality that we're talking about. And then you got the one right here that, boy, the work in this thing is crazy.
This is my personal favorite. It's really elevated with that shine. This one has a lot of shine to it. So I love this in, your bookcases and your living rooms and things like that. This is the jacquard. And if you don't know what a jacquard is, it's woven on a loom. So this is never going to rub off. It's not printed on.
I love that.
Threads make out this
Well,
gold.
and you can, if you look really close, you could see like right there that is just all stitched in here on that loom. That is just amazing, the detail that they got in this. By the way,
That's so
just so
pretty.
you know, you started a whole thing in the chat because you mentioned pizza. And now everybody's talking about pizza in the chat because everybody's hungry tonight. So Beth, Dawn, they're all hungry. By the way, our friend Mike out there mentioned that he thought those post lights I had before would look great on a deck, which I 100% agree with you, buddy.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but let's talk organization a little bit more because these things, you have some amazing demonstrations with these that blow my mind every time I see them, because we're all used to seeing different storage bins and things like that, but when you see how much you can put in these, this is the part that's really going to blow your mind.
I think this is really important so you can understand the durability, why we say we're the best, but also it'll help you gauge what size you want to do.
Yeah.
So our extra larges are best selling for a reason. You see that this is kind of pluming up. That is not a mistake. We wanted to make sure you could overstuff these and the zippers and everything would still function. If you get a hard-sided bin, it's not going to close.
No,
right?
it's
You cannot
absolutely not gonna close.
overstuff it. You know, and creepy crawlies can still get in there. So these zippers are industrial grade and they've got vegan leathers padded poles.
Super
so I'm gonna
smooth, too.
watch this and show you. Yeah, see how beautifully
Look at that, they
glides
glide.
open? It's like as nice as luggage.
Oh yeah,
And you
better
open
than my
this
luggage,
up.
let me tell you that.
So what do you do with pillows? You have a guest come over, you want to have fresh smelling pillows, but you throw them in your closet, they fall out every time you open the door, and they take up so much space. These are nice quality standard pillows.
Yeah.
And we're gonna
Wait till you see how
pull these out.
how big this is about to become. This is the thing that blows my mind, because now it's already bigger than that.
Yeah. So there's
Look at that.
4 here fitting in this 21 gallon. I've actually fit 6 because you can keep pushing down, but
Yeah.
most people have 4 pillows. So I wanted to show you that. And also I want to draw attention really quick. You see this hanging mesh pocket here? That's to put your favorite scent, bar of soap, dryer sheet in there. So once you put your clean linens, pillows, whatever, it's going to come out smelling great even 6 months down the road.
See, that's awesome. I mean, it's just amazing to me. The quality in these is just remarkable.
And I love doing the reverse
and how
fill
much space.
to show how, you know,
Look at
you
that.
really can stuff it and it's not that much work. I'm not tall like Lou, so please forgive me. I might have to go
I
with
think
my
you're doing a
tippy
great
toes.
job.
But yeah, I'm not struggling with these zippers
No,
at
look how
all.
easy this is. I mean, and considering the fact that it's overstuffed right now,
Yeah.
how easy it was for you to close that. That's the amazing part of this.
And if it's in the closet, you don't have to pay the guesswork.
No.
You see right here, right
Or-
there that it's pillows.
Or on the side. If
And
I
then you
wanted to
pull it.
access this from the side and just pull one out, because see, that's what I would do. That's the lazy way to do this. I would just be like, oh, I only need 2
Nice,
pillows.
yeah,
Boom,
yeah.
boom. Pull them right out of the side. And then it's super simple to zip this up all the way around. And you know what? It's funny. I'm not struggling. And it's actually, it's bulging here too. I'm not struggling because these zippers are just so smooth.
Yep, 1,500. It was tested for 1,500 times without any kinks at all.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So you want to take a look at the large real
Yeah,
quick?
let's do that.
Do we have time?
Yeah, we got plenty
Okay.
of time.
Wonderful.
We are here with this right now because people are loving this. I'm looking at the chat right now and reading what people are saying. Oh yeah, they love that deal. Thank you so much.
Awesome. I love that feedback. So this is again the large, and I love this one because it gives you another idea. We all in the winter months put more bedding on,
Yes.
right? So you might change your comforter out or you put it in all-weather down. So I've got 2 queen-size all-weather down comforters in. In the summer, what do you do with these? You need a hopple bin.
Yep.
So we're gonna open this up and I'm gonna attempt to pull these out for you.
Look at
And
this.
it is crazy.
Wow.
Because
Wow.
Look
at this.
just are huge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is okay. So if you thought the pillows were impressive,
Right, right.
just want you to see this right here.
This.
Look at all this and all that fit in there, folks. And if you're interested in these tonight, if you want to take advantage of this deal, all you've got to do is go to that website you see down below, click on that QR code. It's going to take you to the collection of all the hopple there. Remember, we've got that 4-pack available as well if that's something you want. But let's look at the sizes again. We're going to just take that quick look down there. So you can pick up if you want. You can get one of the corner sets right there. You're going to get a 2-pack of those when you buy these. The corner set is going to be $44.99. Next to that is the extra large. And again, that's going to be a 2-pack. That's going to be $49.99. Then you've got the large 2-pack for $44.99. The medium is $42.99 next to that. And then on the very end, the small pack, 2-pack, which is $34.99. And don't forget, we showed you that one of the small earlier right there with a 50-pound water bottle sitting on top of it. That is amazing. And that's the little guy. They'll all hold, is it 50 or 55?
55 pounds.
55 pounds, and so that's 50 pounds right there. We could put another 5 pounds on that if we wanted to. It's that easy.
Yeah, it just didn't have quite a water bottle for 55 pounds, but it's still visual. We know how heavy those are. You break your back.
I hate replacing
those
them.
on the bubbler.
Just so you know, I hate replacing.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, so after you went through the colors, do you want to, after you went through the sizes, do you want to show the colors?
Yeah, let's do the colors
really
again,
quick,
just in case you're sitting at home and you're sitting there with your finger, you're ready to make that purchase, and you're like, I can't decide which one I want. So let's do whatever order you want to. Kelly's got the shot right there for you.
Wonderful. So here you're looking at the jacquard. This is one's more elevated. It's black and gold, and it's woven on a loom. Really, really pretty.
Love that.
Then we've got the vegan embossed leather, and that one is stitched and quilted for you. So this one kind of has the look and feel of a handbag. And with our luggage brown logo and everything, it's very pretty because it's a pretty ecru color.
Yeah, I love that one.
And we have our classic bees. I believe this is what you have.
That is
Kelly,
what we have
in your
at our house.
closet.
Yes.
It's really simple and classic. Bees are timeless. So yeah, this is like a saffron color, and then this is a warm beige to help you gauge the coloring a little bit.
Which is very pretty.
So that's part of the Royal Bee collection. Then we have the Amalfi Coast, and this one's really bright and vibrant. As you can see, this is the Italian mosaic tile.
Right.
Then we have the denim, and it does have some variations in it to give
I like the denim. I like
look.
the combination of that.
It's my #1 selling.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
not surprised.
Denim's #1, and the bees, the honeycomb jacquard bees, are #2.
Yep.
And then we have that really happy limoncello. Yeah.
Boom.
Really
It's
bright.
gonna. I told you it would stick.
The
I
colors
knew that name was gonna
are
stick.
so vibrant.
So the chat is cracking me up tonight. Beth,
I love it.
She said what everybody else was thinking, which is it beats the plastic garbage bags that she was using for storage before.
Well, we talk about these being great. My daughter is going back to school at college.
She is.
She's got to move in, and we talk about how this is a lifesaver. But you said, well, when I went to college, I carried trash bags.
I did.
Isn't that right?
100%. It was easy. It was easy for me back then.
It's such a boy thing to do, too. It makes me laugh.
It is a boy thing.
But no, now the reason you need these for grads and college students is because you have no closet space in a dorm room. So pack your stuff up, slide it under the door, and then when you're done and you move them out, it goes right into the closet. There's no packing up and unpacking, which is great.
Yeah, no, there's none of that too. And I want to go over the features one more time because we're running out of time on this. So let's just show everybody, take them for a tour one more time.
Oh, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
We're looking at the large. It's collapsible and it pops up in seconds with a metal frame. Once that metal frame is in, you've got the 55 pounds. This is 600 denier canvas, and if you don't know what that is, think of a hockey bag. A hockey bag is 900. 600 is the sweet spot, so it will stretch and you can overstuff it. We've got industrial grade zippers, 2 zipper pulls at every entry point, not one, so we didn't skimp on that. PVC backing, which makes this water resistant, easy to clean. MDF base, which makes it super strong and won't bow. We've got the beautiful handles that I designed that come completely out, that give you a really good grip when you're carrying this, and fasten with hook and loop. And then we've got a crystal clear PVC. This does not wrinkle, it does not yellow, it's not gonna crack or anything over time. We've really tested this out. So you've got one in the front to see and access, and then you've got an additional one on the side.
Right.
And you've got your scent bar and your label card on the other side.
Yeah, I mean, you've literally thought of everything, folks. So we're running out of time with this right now. What I want you to do is, if you're interested in these, again, you can get any one of these 2-packs right here, the small, medium, large, extra large, or the corner pieces, and you see the prices on the screen right there associated with them. It's all free shipping on these, and this is not a small thing to ship, okay? So it's all free shipping, and also available online only tonight. You've also got a 4-pack that's going to come with 2 of the medium and 2 of the large on these for $64.99. And you know, it's funny, last week we did the exact same presentation, or similar to this one, right?
Yeah.
And people were buying the 4-pack.
And we didn't even really
and we didn't even
present
it.
Yeah.
But people went on, and that's the cool thing about this.
Because they saw the value.
Because they saw the value, and that's the cool thing about this, is that you can go to our website, shop around, see what's on there. There are things that we have that we're not presenting tonight, so you might see something that you really like. All right, so I'm going to say thank you to you tonight, Joni Ann. Thank you so much for coming out again. Folks, I hope you're enjoying this. I hope you're loving it. We're going to move on to our next items, but first, take a look at this video that explains to you how to use that QR code to order.
We're glad you're here shopping with friends. Now's your chance to buy today's featured deals and much more. To start your order, just open the camera on your cell phone, point it at the QR code on the screen, and open the link that pops up. You'll be taken to shopsocialtv.com, where you'll find today's deals plus other exciting products. While you're visiting shopsocialtv.com, be sure to explore the whole website and see everything we have to offer. Connect with hosts and view our upcoming schedule. Subscribe to our email newsletter so you never miss a show. Click on the QR code and start shopping with friends today.
Okay, folks, we still got those Maxa Wave style post lights available. If you were intrigued by those earlier, by all means, please place your order on those guys. Those are really fantastic. Our friend Mike earlier was saying about how awesome that those are going to look on a deck, and that's absolutely true. All right, so those are available, but go to the website. You're going to see a lot of different things on there that we're not presenting tonight necessarily, but you can still get them. Okay. Whew. I'm out of breath. I've been running around the studio here. Wow. How about those Hopple bins, right? Those things are awesome. And, you know, that was just the start of our storage and organization here. We've got like another 40 minutes or so. So we're going to go through a couple pieces from another really big organization line that's called origami, okay? Now, if you watch TV shopping, there's an excellent chance that you've seen origami somewhere out there. I'm going to show you 3 different products from them tonight, some of my personal favorites, and I've been selling origami now for 15 years on television. This one right here is one that's only been around for about a year or so, but when I saw this the first time, I was amazed that they finally made a product that you decide how you want to configure it. Not just this one, there's another one coming up later as well. These are the 2-pack of stackable racks, okay? You're gonna get 2 of these in whatever color that you choose, and if you look at your screen right now, you've got a choice of colors, black, silver, or white. Those are the choices that we have this evening. You're gonna receive 2 of these. Now, here's the things you need to know. These are all powder-coated steel. Okay, so you're getting something that's going to be suitable to use indoors, or you could use it outdoors if you want to as well. All right, I'm going to take this one off of here, and I want you to see something really, really neat about this. Okay, this is a 2-pack. Notice how I can take these 2 off the top of them, set them down here next to these, just like that, and look at that. So this is what we're talking about. This is a 2-pack, this is a 2-pack. Now, these 2 are connected together, these are not. So I can actually take these apart and use them in different rooms if I want to. So if I push these guys off to the side a little bit, I'm going to take these and I'm going to set these 2 down here side by side. And this is what I meant about how I said that you can configure how you want to use them. The way I have these sitting here right now, these 2 little guys could be the world's best shoe racks. These could be benches. These could be a million things. Why? No, I said benches. Now, how is that possible? These hold up to 150 pounds each. Each one of these, you can put 150 pounds on top of them. So we're talking about a lot of surface area. These are about 31 inches long that way. They're about 20 inches in the depth on these as well. As I mentioned, they have that 150-pound weight capacity. Now, because they're called origami, they're named after the ancient Japanese art of paper folding, we know that these are going to fold. Okay, so if I take this one, and I'm just going to set it down up here so I got some place to rest it. I'm going to show you a little trick with these. All you do is take that support bar from the back, let that drop down, close this, and look what you're going to be storing when you're not using these. And we always tell people, as Joni mentioned before, that this is a storage solution, not a storage problem. So when you're not using these, you can very easily collapse this down, throw this in a closet, put it behind a door, throw it under the bed. If you got kids going off to college, this is the most awesome dorm furniture ever made, because you can very, very easily take these with you wherever you're going, wherever that dorm is, and just transport these back and forth in the car. To set it up, because when you get these home, they're going to arrive flat packed in a box, okay? All you've got to do is just open the sides of this. You're going to take up that support bar right there, all right? And I'm just going to drop these 2 legs into place and let that close on it. Now, just by doing that, we've got this whole thing put together. If you notice, the 2 pieces actually nestle inside of each other, okay? So right now, that's stable, that's sturdy, because those are nestled inside of each other. Now, if you're looking at this and you're saying, Lou, what if I don't want them to come apart? What if I want them to stay together? All right, I'm going to turn this one sideways so you could see right down in here, okay? We give you screws that do not require a screwdriver. These actually have knobs on the end of them, and all you have to do is just use your fingers on these and twist this. And I'm going to show you how this, see how that's coming out right there? This just pops right out because these are threaded, all right? And that's what's holding the top one and the bottom one together. Now, the back legs, we give you some for those as well. So you can attach these to this, you can attach this to this, and this whole thing is stable, so that's not going to go anywhere, all right? That's why we're confident to say, yeah, you can put 150 pounds on this. Now, let's have some fun. Let's say that you're out there looking at these going like, you know, I wonder what else I could make with these, okay? How about an entertainment center? You don't think so? Watch this. I'm going to push this guy over just a little bit. I'm going to grab this guy. I'm going to set him down on the ground just like this, okay? I'm just going to push this over. Now, here's where things get fun. Because if you bought 2 packs of these, remember, these are stackable, and I didn't mention this yet, but you can stack these up to 4 tall, okay? So I'm going to take this one. I'm going to set this in here just like this. I'm just going to kind of push this guy over a little bit. I'm going to get this one in here. Okay, now, what did I just do? I just built an entertainment center just like that. Can you picture right up on top here, big screen TV if you wanted one, books and things, and you know whatever else it is that you have on your entertainment center. You can use this for that just by doing what I did here. And this is just 2 sets of these. It's $79.99 to get a 2-pack. So we're talking about, you know, if you buy 2 sets, that's $160 that you're spending. But I want you to think about something for a second. When was the last time you went to the big box store and you looked at how much they charge for particle board? Okay, $160, you'd be lucky to find an entertainment center for that cost, and certainly not something that's going to last a long time. Maybe you're lucky enough to have like an outdoor kitchen, or maybe you've got like an outdoor living room and you want to have a TV out there. You can't leave particle board outdoors. You cannot. In fact, you can't even use it in a bathroom because the humidity is just going to make it bubble and it's going to melt and all kinds of crazy stuff is going to happen, right? But when you've got powder-coated steel, you could use this indoors, you could use this outdoors without fear. It doesn't matter if it gets wet, if it gets hot, if it gets cold, it doesn't care. I have pieces of origami that I have had for 15 years. And they look exactly the same now as they did the day that we got them, okay? And I'm not kidding about that. They look exactly the same. And that's the cool thing about origami, is that you can do that with origami. You can use it, you can abuse it, it's gonna take it, and it's just gonna keep looking good, okay? So big deal about these guys is the fact that yes, they're indoor, outdoor, but also that you can do stuff like this. Now, do I have to use them this way? No, absolutely not. I can take this off of here, and maybe what I really want to do is I want to have these 2 in completely separate rooms. This guy's going to go in like the bathroom, and this one's going to go in one of the kids' rooms. This is going to go in one closet, that's going to go in another closet. That's the thing about origami. You can use this particular one, these stackable racks, anywhere you want. The funny thing is, a lot of people actually wind up buying more than 1 set of these, which, you know, I'm all about it, because you can make whatever you want out of these, you know. I like the whole idea that I can actually even just take these and put them side by side like this and just have this really long run. Maybe I've got stuff I want to keep up off the floor in my garage. This is a great way to do that. Maybe I want to put my spare tires on here because I don't want them to dry rot, or I don't want them to sit on the ground. I could absolutely do that. When I say spare tires, I mean like if you've got winter tires and you want to switch them out, this is a great way to do that as well, you know. So many interesting ways that you could use these in your home. But the big thing is they're from origami, which means they're well made, they're going to last for a long time. And this price with free shipping is nothing to sneeze at, because each one of these weighs around 10 pounds. Okay, so you're talking about, you know, basically 20-something pounds of steel being shipped to you for free. That is a big deal these days, because I don't know if you've looked at shipping prices lately, but they're absolutely insane. So to be able to get something like this at that price is amazing. And remember, 150 pounds on this one, 150 pounds on that one. You're getting the 2-pack. And if you don't like the way this looks side by side, use them in separate rooms, stack them up if you want to. That's the beauty of origami, is that you can use these any way that you want. Let me give you the side view real quick so you can just see what that looks like from the side right there. It's a really good looking piece as well. And remember, your choices are going to be the black, the silver, or the white on these. Now, if you're brand new to us, you've never seen us before, and you're like, who are these guys and what are they doing, okay? If you want to order from us, okay, just go to the website you see right there, shopsstv.com, and you can see everything that we sell, and you can read a little bit about us and find out how cool we are. Or you can also go to the QR code that's in the corner of the screen right there. And we've shown the video a couple times, but you know, real quick, all you have to do is take out your cell phone and open the camera on the phone. Point it at the screen. It's going to read that QR code, and it's going to open up a web address. Press it. It'll take you to the page for this very item. All the QR codes are item specific. It's the fastest, easiest way to get to the front of the line, to check out, and not have to wait, okay? So it's going to make it very, very simple for you to pick up any product you want. Now all you got to do is just choose what color you want. Do you want the black? Do you want the white? Do you want that beautiful silver? And I'll tell you this, people oftentimes make a decision based on where it's going to go in the house. Like a lot of people will choose the white, and they'll use the white in their bedroom, or they'll use the white in a bathroom, or maybe the baby's room, or even in the kitchen. They look really great in the kitchen as well. Then there's other people out there that like the silver, because the silver looks really cool with stainless steel appliances. So if you have a kitchen with stainless steel, and by the way, this is what 4 of them looks like stacked on top of each other, because you can stack up to 4 tall. But if you've got stainless steel in your house, think about maybe getting that silver to go in that kitchen, because that's going to look really awesome in your kitchen as well. Or the black, man, it's like the little black dress of furniture, because it just looks good everywhere in the house. It doesn't matter where you put it. It's just going to look good, okay? So that's a big choice for you tonight, is that, you know, what color do you want? The 2-pack, I think, is a no-brainer again. I know I've said that a couple times tonight, but I just feel like the combination of the prices here as well as that free shipping is a really big deal. I mean, there are places where you've got to join a club, you've got to pay a yearly fee to get free shipping. Here at Shop Social TV, we don't do that, okay? We give you the deals. You know, I mentioned at the beginning of the show, we don't have operators, okay? That's one place where we're saving money and passing that on to you, is because we let you go to the website and you check yourself out there. That's the easy thing. I don't know. Maybe as I'm getting older, I just don't like talking to people as much as I used to on the phone. I don't know. But I find it really, really easy to go there. My wife Kelly just said, wow, in my ear. It's true, you know. How many people out there prefer to text than talk on the phone? I'm looking at you, Beth. Beth's in our chat tonight, and I'm just saying. Anyway, all right, I'm going to take this guy off of here. Remember, it is a 2-pack that you're seeing here, and I showed you earlier how you can have some fun with these. Oh, by the way, somebody had asked earlier, can I do this? Can I two sets side by side? You absolutely can. Now, this makes a really nice case right here. Or maybe you want to use this in a closet and put big heavy things, like maybe put your boots on the bottom right there. Maybe you want to put like your sweaters and jeans, the big bulky stuff right there. You know, put your hopples on top of this. Because I'll tell you right now, a hopple on top of this would look darn good. Probably even fit inside there. I bet you I could fit the medium in there with no problem, maybe even the large. I don't know. But you know, all these things kind of go hand in glove, if you know what I'm saying. You know, if you're picking up the hopples, or if you picked up some of those, maybe think about getting some of these stackables as well. If you're getting the stackables, maybe think about getting those. Who said hello, Kelly? Oh, Charlene said hi. Thanks, Charlene. Thank you for watching tonight. Appreciate you checking in with us here. So many people in the chat, guys, and if you know, oh, Dawn says that? Okay, good. Our friend Dawn in the chat on Facebook said that she doesn't like talking on the phone anymore either. Thank you for backing me up on that one. But here's the thing: if you're new to us, folks, go to our Facebook page as well. Everybody's on Facebook, so check out Facebook. Search for Shop Social TV. When you go to our webpage, our Facebook page, you're going to see that we have a live simulcast going on at the same time. So if you're not watching us there or on YouTube, maybe you're watching us on Dish Direct or Uverse, because we're on all of those. Go there and check us out on Facebook, because that's where the chat is. That's where the shopping with friends is actually happening, where people are making friendships. They're talking to each other. They're talking to me. They're talking to Kelly. They're talking to everybody, okay? So take advantage of that. So, all right, that's our stackable rack, set of 2, silver, black, or the white in these for $79.99. And again, 2 of them were free shipping. But we're going to move on now to our next item that's coming up. Now, we want to talk about our Hopple special real quick on the move here, and this is what we're talking about right now. The Hopples that you're looking at right here, this 4-pack is only available online today. We did not do a full presentation on this. So if you're interested in getting those, take advantage. Go to the website, check them out right there. You get your 2 of the large, what is it? 2 of the medium and 2 of the large in this. You think I would know this by now. 2 of the medium and 2 of the large when you buy this. And then you've got the choice of all those amazing patterns right there for only $64.99. And I'm telling you, last week, we had people actually buying those without us even doing a presentation, just because the value is so crazy good on those, okay? So let's move on to our next item. And this is another one from Origami. This is going to be a quicker presentation on these because these are pretty straightforward and pretty simple. But these are our expandable drawers, okay? Now, what you're going to do with these is if you've got a cabinet, if you've got a closet on a shelf where you're just tired of getting down on your hands and knees and trying to reach in there all the way to the back, okay, you want to get a set of these and put them in there. I'm just going to move these guys over just a little bit so you can see what I'm dealing with right here. But take a look at this guy. Now, I'm going to show you something really neat about this. Not every product comes with a sticker like this that says this, but these are in fact expandable from 13 inches to 18 inches to 21 inches, okay? You're going to install these inside a cabinet or on a shelf, and watch this. The whole thing slides out. Now these are made of stainless steel. So this is not something wooden, this is not plastic, this is something that's going to last for a really long time. But just look at how easy it is to slide this back and forth. But here's the part about expandability. Right now, as you're looking at this, that is 13 inches wide, right? But watch this. I can pull on the sides like this and pop this out. Now we just went to 18 inches wide. And if I pull it out again, one more time, just like that, now we've gone to the full expandable 21 inches right there. And it still slides in and out just as easily. And you can, I'm kidding you not, load these things down. These will hold up to 30 pounds of weight each. That's a lot of stuff, okay? So if you're somebody out there that's got a cabinet that you want to make it look better, I know in our house we actually have one that is in our laundry room, and all of our laundry products are in there. By the way, just to close this down, all you got to do is just tap on the sides like that, and the whole thing just collapses down. So we just went from 21 back to 13 inches. But yeah, we have them in our laundry room, and it's made all the difference in the world, because where we keep all our laundry soaps and detergents and all that stuff is down on the bottom. And if you want to get to the very, very back of that, you're on your hands and knees, you got your shoulder, and you're reaching in there. In fact, take a look at this. This is actually a picture of our laundry room, and that's how we have that set up in there. Now, I had that secured with screws going into the bottom of that cabinet because I knew I was going to install it and I was never going to move that, okay? I'm going to show you real quick. I'm going to flip over the bottom of this one just so you can kind of see what we're talking about here. So when you look at the bottom of this, okay, here's the slidey part right there, okay? There's screw holes here and here. This is crazy easy to put in. All you're going to do is have to put 2 screws here and 2 screws there. We give you the mounting hardware with this. So there's actually an Allen wrench in here with screws, okay? So that's going to hold this to your cabinet. Or if you're looking at it going like, Lou, I'm not drilling holes in my cabinet. Guess what? We give you 2 big old strips of 3M double-sided tape, and this is the good stuff. This is the stuff like, you know, sometimes you put tape down and you're like, that's not going to hold any. This is going to hold. Then nothing's moving off of this here, okay? And for $69.99, you're getting a 2-pack. You're not getting 1, you're getting 2. So let's take a look over here at some of the examples that I've got set out here for you, because I think these are, I mean, this is like my world right here, okay? So this is like me in the garage. This is what I got set up in the garage, is something like this where I can pull this out and I've got all my car care products right there. And look at this. I got this extended all the way out to the end right there, okay? And it's just sitting right there. Now, mind you, this would be screwed in or attached to that some way, okay? But look at the way that this just glides back and forth. And by the way, there is a big old jug of car foaming car wash. I couldn't think of the word. Yeah, it's been a long day. So there's some car wash back here. All these different products. And look at the way it just glides back and forth. Boy, I'll tell you, instead of getting down on your hands and knees, and I don't know about you guys, I did something a couple weeks ago where I lifted something really, really heavy, and my back has just been killing me. And if I can avoid having to bend down and crawl into a cabinet to get something all the way in the back, like this little guy that's sitting way back here, this is just the easy way to do it, is be able to slide it in and out. So that's me. Let's talk about Kelly for a second, okay? All the beauty products, the hair care products, oh, you know, all those things, the loofah sponges, the, you know, all that stuff. Take a look at the way all this fits on here perfectly. And by the way, both of these are down at the smallest, the most narrow size, which is 13 inches. Remember that we can easily expand these up to 18 inches or 21 inches. They get really big, and I'll show you that again in a second. Take a look at this one that someone's installed in their kitchen, and you can see right there how you can put all sorts of things. I love that. It's kind of like a coffee station, I think they got going on right there. And you can just slide everything out. And again, because a lot of times people don't put things in the back of their cabinet, or if they're back there, you forget that they're there, you don't use them. Pots and pans. This is genius for that. A lot of people get Lazy Susans and that kind of thing installed, you know, and they're crazy expensive. We've gone through that ourselves, Kelly and I, a couple times now, and I'm telling you, convenience, huge. Pain, very much so. We pay a lot for that. What's that right there, Kelly? Oh, it's coffee cups. And again, heavy plates, coffee cups, all that. These will hold up to 30 pounds, as I mentioned, so you could absolutely use that. And then again, there's that beautiful laundry room from our house right there, and you can see all the different lotions, potions, detergents, and everything that we've got on there. And if you're just joining us, folks, we're talking about a set of 2 of these origami under cabinet adjustable drawers. And the reason we say they're adjustable is I can actually change the size of these very, very quickly and easily if I want to. So if you look at this guy right here, this is what it looks like when it's 13 inches wide. And you'll notice on the front of this, there's these little indents, right? If I pull this out, boom, it automatically goes to the next size, and it's even all the way. So that's 18 inches, because some people have cabinets that are actually that kind of wide, or maybe you're going to use this on a shelf in your closet or something where you want to be able to slide stuff out and, you know, be able to access it easily. Now, if that's not enough, pull it out one more time, and now we've got that full 21 inches. I mean, look at this. This thing is massive. So if you've got a griddle or something that you want to put on here, or like an Instapot, or, you know, anything like that, this is going to be absolutely perfect for all those larger items in your kitchen. And guys, when I say that this glides, I mean, just look at this, how easily this glides back and forth. It's absolutely beautiful. Now, if this is too big for you, all you're gonna do is just press this in like that, do the same thing on this side, boom, everything goes into place and it's done. It's that easy to do. And I love that about this, that it's so incredibly simple to work with this. It's not like a complicated thing that you gotta wrap your head around here. This is just the easier way to access all your stuff. Now, if you're a crafter out there, a lot of crafters love these just because crafting is one of those hobbies that has a lot of stuff. There's a lot of tools. My wife Kelly is a big crafter. She's got drawers and drawers and bins and all kinds of stuff full of things. This is a great way to be able to use every square inch of a cabinet. Because let's face it, a lot of times, the back of the cabinet, we hide stuff. You know, we put things back there that we're like, I hope I never have to get that. Because by the time I try to reach in there and get that, forget about it. You know, it's going to take you forever. When you've got these, it's really, really simple to get to everything that's in there, you know. I always tell the story about how years ago, we had a cabinet in our garage, and there was a waffle iron in there that I think we got for our wedding. I'm not sure. I like waffles, okay? I forgot we had it. Like, we didn't see it for a decade probably. And then one day we just came across that thing and I'm like, oh, there it is. But if you have something like this where you can actually slide the entire contents of a cabinet out, of a shelf out, that makes it a no-brainer. Do that. And remember, we do give you the mounting hardware with this, so if you want to screw it in, we not only do we give you the screws, we give you an Allen wrench with this as well, so you can screw this into a wood cabinet, or you get those big old 3M strips that come with this as well. And these guys are going to hold it no matter what. Remember, 30-pound weight capacity on these. These fit exactly on the bottom of this where the feet are, that are actually keeping this elevated off of the floor in the cabinet. And you'll see that that is a exact cut that fits precisely on there. So it's double stick. You just peel one side off, stick it on there, peel the other side off, and then press it down where you want it. Or use this mounting hardware that we give you, and there's actually holes in here that are pre-drilled, which makes it super, super simple for you to do. Okay, so we're gonna move on in just a few seconds, folks. If you're interested in this one here, $69.99 for a set of 2 of these. Again, they are expandable. They'll go from 13 to 18 to 21 inches wide. We do give you all the mounting hardware with these. You're getting 2 of them. Each one will hold 30 pounds. So we're talking about $65 pounds of storage on these, okay? Now, take a look at some of these stills we have here for you, some of these photos. And again, this is just, you know, people's houses, ways people have thought about using these. I absolutely love this. The fact that you can put your pots and pans on there, you can put the big heavy stuff on there, because again, they will hold 30 pounds a piece. It just makes life easier, and that's kind of what we're all about here at Shop Social TV, is just making your life a little bit easier, okay? So I'm going to do real quick, there's our laundry room as well. So you could see all these different things, all the different ways that you can use these here. It's really kind of amazing. There we go. All right. Let's move on to our next item. This is the last item of the show tonight. I know it's hard to believe. I feel like we just got started, but you know what? It's almost 2 hours that we've been here tonight. And again, you know, we're here every Tuesday and Thursday night from 8 o'clock to 10 o'clock, okay, Eastern time. So if you're just finding us and you're like, gosh, I wish I could watch these guys more, you can. You just have to come back here Tuesday night. We'll be here again, and then again next Thursday as well. And you know what? We're introducing new products every time we come out here. Sometimes you're going to see some of the favorites that people have really expressed interest in. A lot of times we get requests from people. They'll send us a message, and it'll be like, hey, is there any way that you could show this again tonight, like the Hopple? People call about Hopple all the time, okay? So that's why we'll present that and give other people a chance to really get in on the deals and take advantage of the free shipping that we have here, because I'm going to tell you right now, shipping prices are crazy. So let's talk about this guy though. Okay. Now you saw the stackable racks from Origami just a few minutes ago. This is what we call the adjustable rack from Origami. Now, Origami, as I mentioned, they've been around for about 15 years now, and this is the very first time they've made one where you yourself can decide where you want the shelves to go. Now, how does that work? I'm going to turn this guy sideways here so you can see this. It's like a ladder on the side of this, like rungs. There's 10 of these little rungs that go down the side of this Origami rack, okay? There's 10 of these. They're 6 inches apart a piece. Now, you get to decide where you want each shelf to go. So if I want, I can actually move this shelf up one level higher, like this, drop this into place, and now that's secure. I just moved this up 6 inches. If I want and I need more room, I can move it down. And it's now a full foot away from the one on top of it, because each rung is 6 inches apart, okay? That's an important thing to know about this. This is all powder-coated steel, like all Origami, so this is suitable for indoor use and outdoor use as well. Each one of these shelves with the wheels on this, and you see we've got wheels on here right now. There's 4 shelves on this. They will hold 50 pounds if you've got the wheels on it. It's not because it can't hold more than 50. We don't want it to get tippy being on the wheels as it is, okay? So that's 200-pound weight capacity on here. However, if you're not using the wheels, you can actually go up to 80 pounds per shelf on this. There's 4 shelves. That's a 320-pound weight capacity without the wheels, all right? But let me show you the real magic, which is how you can break this down and set it up. I'm just going to set these against the wall here. Now, this is also going to be the way that this is going to arrive at your home. By the way, while I'm doing this, I want you to notice something about these shelves. They are mesh shelves. You can see through the back of these, and that's a big deal because here at Origami, we're very big. Oh, there we go. Sorry, I didn't see that. Right there, you can see the mesh is on here because we're really big about aeration. And what do I mean by that? Aeration means that water will flow through here, air will flow through here, because we recognize that people may want to use these outside because they are powder-coated steel. The last thing you want is water pooling up on a piece of furniture or shelf where you've got things that you maybe want to keep dry. That's going to prevent that from happening, okay? Also, people like to use these for plant shelves, for herb gardens, things like that. Now, I'm going to take that last shelf off the bottom, and I'm going to fold down the frame. Now, the shelves do provide some stability to this, okay? So when the shelves aren't in there, it might look like the frame itself is a little wobbly. And it is, because it needs to have those shelves in there to give it that extra rigidity, that extra strength that comes from that. Again, this is all powder-coated steel. You can see this weighs, you know, about 15 pounds. Not a whole lot of weight to this, but it will hold, as I mentioned, without the wheels up to 320 pounds. So that's a bunch, right? Now, here's how you set this up, and it's very simple to do. When you get this home, it's going to come flat packed in a box, okay? Don't panic. All you're going to do is get it out of that cardboard box. That's the hardest part. Trust me on that. Then you just grab the sides like this. You pull this open. Now, I'm going to spin this around so you all can see the back of this. You don't have to do this at home, but I do it just so you can see this. Now, what we're about to show you is a patented design, okay? So, shh, don't tell anybody about this, okay? But this is the Origami toggle down here, okay? It is a patented design. And what I want you to see about this is how it gives this structural stability very, very quickly and very, very easily. Okay, so watch this. I'm going to go down here and we're going to secure this. And all I got to do is pull this up, put that in there like that, and pull that down. You see the way that that just went, the whole thing just sat down. Now watch this. I can already pick this up just by doing that one little latch right there. Now the question is, where do you want to put the shelves? And this is the part about adjustability that's amazing. Because if you think about it, when you go to a store, and it, you know, like a big box store, and you see a piece of furniture there, the way you see it in that store is the way it's going to look in your house, more or less, because it kind of depends on how well you put it together, but you can't customize it. With this, you can. So watch this. I'm going to take this first shelf, and I have 10 options as to where I want to put it. So maybe I'm going to put something all the way on the bottom here on the floor. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this first shelf, and I'm going to put this about 4 rungs up. Now, if you remember, they're 6 inches apart. So that's about 2 feet off the ground right now. But I left myself a nice gap down here so I could put a cooler underneath there, right? Then I'm going to take the next one. I only need about 1 foot of space right there. So I'm going to take this right here. This is where my toolbox is going to go, okay? Then I'm going to take the next one. And I'm going to put this one up here. And this one, I'm only going to give myself about a 6-inch clearance because I know that I'm putting some flat things in here. So I don't need a lot of headroom on this. And notice when these are in place, they're solid, okay? Then I've got the top one. Now, I'm not going to go all the way up to the top. I could go up here. Not doing that. I'm going to go down here. And you just put it in place like that, and you drop it in, and voila, that's the whole thing right there. But see what I did? I decided where I want these shelves to go. No one's telling you where you got to put them, okay? I mean, you know, out of 10 choices, yeah, but you can decide where you want to put them. Maybe you do want this shelf to go all the way up to the top right there because you do need some more room in here. You can absolutely do that. And by the way, the wheels that are on this, they comes with 4 wheels. 2 of them are going to be locking wheels. So you can very easily take this, use this outside, use this in the kitchen. And that's what a lot of people do with this. In fact, let me show you a great example that's over here next to me. The one that we're looking at here next to us, laundry room, okay? Because a lot of people out there love to use their origami in a laundry room. Now, why would that be? Well, simply because, by the way, Nellie's is coming up here next week, just so you know. All right. But as you go down here and you're looking at this, a lot of people like to use origami in their laundry room because we have corrosive things in our laundry rooms. Like what? I'm talking about bleach, okay? Have you ever looked at somebody's washing machine and saw rust streaks on it? Yeah, it's bleach that's doing that. It's actually causing the porcelain enamel to come off, and it's rusting the metal that's on there. And actually corrodes the insides of the washing machine as well. Because this is powder-coated steel, that is absolutely not going to happen. And that's why a lot of people like to get these and use these in bathrooms. And by the way, the footprint on this is absolutely perfect to use in a room like a bathroom, okay? This is about 1 foot deep from side to side on these poles right here. The shelf itself is about 11 inches, and you're looking at about another inch or so on the poles. So you want to give yourself about 1 foot standoff from a wall, but that is like the perfect size to have in a room like that. And again, you're looking at about 30 inches across on this right here. So it's not going to be too big to put in a bathroom, especially a guest bathroom or something like that. It's not going to be too small to handle the big loads you might want to put in here. I mean, you could use this in a garage if you want to. You could use it in your laundry room, as I mentioned. This is great for a walk-in pantry or walk-in closet. It's like that perfect size that's just going to be able to slide in and out of all those places if you want to. Now, the other thing about this, again, and I'm going to go back to the beginning on this for folks that might just be joining us right now. You're flipping the channels, you're surfing the web, you came across us here either on Facebook, YouTube, or on DirecTV, Dish, or Uverse, and you're like, what in the world is this man talking about? This is origami. This is the 4-tier adjustable shelf. And the reason we call it adjustable is that on the fly, you can move a shelf to whatever level you want within 6-inch increments going all the way up and down. If I turn it sideways, you're going to see all these rungs, and this is all powder-coated steel, everything on here, all of this that's on here is adjustable, all 4 of these shelves. And, you know, you've got a nice weight capacity with this, I think. You know, you're talking about 50 pounds per shelf with the wheel, so that's a 200-pound weight capacity, or 80 pounds per shelf without the wheels, and that's 320 pounds, okay? So we're kind of running out of time here tonight. This is only $99 tonight with free shipping. And I keep talking about how expensive shipping is, guys. But if you've tried to ship anything lately, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It is crazy, crazy expensive to ship anything these days. And here at Shop Social TV, we're trying to make it easier for you. So, you know, we're going to offer that free shipping to everybody. And here's the other thing about origami. I call it the chameleon of the furniture world, meaning that however you decide to style it, it's going to take on that personality. So this one obviously is from a laundry room. And you can see we've got our Nellies on there, big fluffy towels. We even got a laundry basket there on that bottom shelf. And it all fits. You know what? I'm going to show you something about this too. Let's go all the way to the bottom there where that basket is, because I want to show everybody at home how I can change that on the fly, because this is actually kind of cool. Maybe, no, this one over here, the laundry shelf one, because here's the thing. Maybe that, yeah, where that basket is right there, maybe what I want to do is I want this to be on the floor. Well, I can take this shelf and I can move this up, and I probably don't even have to move it up that high. Look at that. In fact, look at this. I can move this shelf where I wanted to, because maybe I want to keep the basket on the floor and I've got more stuff that I want to put on there. I absolutely can do that. Now, did you see how quickly I did that? And I did that without any tools. And that's the thing about this. It's that simple to do. Now, we've been talking about kids going back to college because I hate to say this, but we're almost in August already. It's going to be happening fairly soon, okay? If you're looking for dorm room furniture, maybe you've been going to all the big box stores out there and you're looking at plastic and you're looking at particle board and you're like, you know, yeah, because it's cheap. Guys, the price on this, $99.99, you're getting real steel, powder coated steel at that, okay? It's not painted. Powder coating is going to resist chipping, it's going to resist scratching, and it's going to resist corrosion as well, which is why I tell people, yes, you can use this indoors and outdoors. But here's the thing. Let's say that you're the person moving little Johnny or little Janie or little Aaliyah back from college, right? What you got to do is you take these shelves off like this, and you're not going to go out and rent a van, you're not going to rent a trailer, you're not going to have to do any of that. You're just going to take these shelves off, and they don't take up a tremendous amount of space, and then you're just going to do this. Throw this in the back of the car, the back of the SUV. You know, this will fit in the trunk of a lot of big cars, not a single problem with that, and just bring it with you. Can I tell you how many times when I used to move my nieces and nephews in and out of college, when they moved out, let me tell you how many times I saw particle board furniture left by the curbside, where people were just like, it's such trash, we're not even taking it with us. We're just going to leave it here. I don't care what we spent on this. I'm not taking it home and bringing it back again. We'll just buy another one, okay? Remember before when Joni and I were selling the Hopple and I said, you know, the thing about, my dad used to tell me this all the time, you can either buy well or you can buy often, okay? This is buying well. And actually, at $99, we're not even breaking the bank on this thing. I mean, to get powder-coated steel for a shelf of this quality, and this is going to be a transitional piece of furniture. And what I mean by that is somebody's going to buy this. Let's say you did get it for your kids that are going to college. And again, I'm going to decide where these shelves go because it is adjustable. But, you know, let's say that you've got kids that are going to college. Well, then when they move out of college and they go to their first apartment, guess what's going to go with them? This piece of origami right here, because it's going to last, you know? Then maybe they go into their first house, their second house, their third house, and next thing you know, they're giving this to their kids. That's what I'm saying right there. People are like, oh no, you're exaggerating. Guys, I'm telling you right now, I have many pieces of origami. In fact, last count, in the studio where I'm standing right now, there's a warehouse attached to this, where we keep a lot of our product samples and things like that. We have over 30 pieces of origami in this studio right now. And I'm not talking about pieces that we're selling. I mean that we are physically using for storage, for equipment, for product samples, for props that I use to do the demonstrations out here. All those things, okay? Why? Because it's a no-brainer to buy origami. I know that it's going to last me a long time. All right, folks? So we're down to about the last minute and a half, last 90 seconds of the show tonight. I hope everybody had a great time. I want to thank all you guys for tuning in, and whether you're watching us on Facebook or YouTube, or you're catching us on DirecTV or Dish or Uverse or any of those places, guys. It means the world to us that you're checking us out here. And please, by all means, go to that URL. Look at the website, see what we're about, see the mix of products that we have out there for you. Use that QR code that's down there in that corner, okay? If you've never tried it before, and it's one of those things that you're kind of scared to do, don't be. Just take out your phone, open up the camera, point it at that. It's going to automatically open up a web address. If you just touch that, it will take you to the very page for this product, and then you just have to make your choice. Do I want the white, the black, or the pewter? Okay? That's all you've got to decide. And you'll see color choices on there. You see examples of it, and give you all the descriptions. Even some things I didn't tell you out here tonight. But take advantage of that. And remember, free shipping here at Shop Social TV. We take all major credit cards. We have a 30-day money-back guarantee. No questions asked on that, folks. So give us a try. We're going to be back here again next Tuesday night from 8 to 10 p.m. and then again on Thursday from 8 to 10 p.m. All new products. We try to bring you new products every chance we get. Sometimes we bring back some favorites like these and the Hopples. Sometimes we bring you out something new. So please, by all means, check us out again next week. How much time left, Kelly? Oh my gosh, we're down to the last 15 seconds or so. Okay, guys, again, thank you so much. Everybody has a great day tomorrow, Friday, and have a great weekend as well. My name's Lou, and I'll see you next Tuesday. Take care, everybody.